Ahoy, landlubbers! It's me, your Captain Vasco speaking, and I welcome you with much anticipation to the year 2025. It's the first stream of 2025, and it's pretty early in the year. Listen, it's been a whirlwind. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. It's Friday, January 3rd. I'm excited for it to be Friday because, I went back to work yesterday after many days off in a row, like all of my remaining vacation time. That's not even true. I actually had one day left over because I like miscalculated something. And I was like, yeah, I can't even be bothered to try and take another day off. Like, it was such a bad idea to do what I had done in the first place. When I realized that, I'm like, we're not going to talk about it. It's just that day is lost to me, and I'm fine with it because I didn't want to take another day off. But so like I went back to work yesterday, and I found out after like a half hour of like frantically trying to connect to the servers from which I work remotely that literally the day after my vacation started, which was a Saturday, mind you. Like my last day of work was Friday, December 20th, 2024. And like basically I think I'd mentioned we had like this email server thing, and they gradually learned more about it, and they like pinned it to something with our email signatures, and then they started to think it was something like nefarious involving our email signatures. And so they were like, just out of an abundance of caution, we forced everyone to reset their passwords. Now the thing about this is I couldn't see this message because they had forced me to reset my password, and as a result I could not read the email that would have let me know why I was having such a tremendous amount of time logging in. This seems like something my sister would have a field day with, what with her background in user experience design, of like, hey, what about this? And yeah, like, was I fired? I've heard of that happening to people. It's not great. It's very stressful. But also, like, maybe, just like maybe, we don't do like a sweeping company-wide, like, mandatory, like, password reset, like, 2 business days before Christmas or whatever. Like, that seems bad. That seems like not a great way to do that. So, like, that was really stressful because I was just like, I'm gonna get up a little early and log in and just like get a sense of things so it doesn't hit me like a brick wall. And then instead I get hit with the brick wall of like, you cannot log in or check anything, and who knows why, and it's bad. And so then that was really stressful, and I was working on that for like a half hour or something. And then like even after I like changed my password just because it seemed like the only thing I had to do at a certain point, and it was weird because like the system was responding like it knew what the right password was, but it like wouldn't let me log in. And at that point, I like didn't know that there was like a mandatory reset or whatever. So it was like, why is it fine? I guess fine. I guess I'll change it. And then I did, and I logged in. But then like the Microsoft Office stuff like wouldn't accept the new password for some reason. And then like I had to like I was on hold with IT for like another half hour, and then like they finally like answer my call, and basically they're like, oh, like it was just having trouble, and because like an entire half hour passed, it's fine now. I'm like, gosh, thanks so much, thank you. What a great experience for everyone involved. Yeah. um so yeah, that was not great. So I'm like definitely glad that I only had like that day and one other day, and then it's the weekend again. If you contact your administrator. Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm glad you phrased it that way, because I did literally when I was finally able to access that email, it was like yeah, like please contact your like system administrator if you have any issues with this. And I was like, well, I'm having an issue with it, so I'll contact my system administrator. And they gave me solely an email address to contact. So I start writing an email to that, and it like pops up like an automatic response, and the automatic response is like, like we're experiencing like a high volume of stuff, so like don't write to the email, the only contact we gave you. Instead, like contact this other number. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's why I ended up on the phone instead of just like emailing them or whatever. That was really annoying. But like the holidays went really well, I thought. I mean, like, listen, it was not Rafiq's finest hour of gift giving. Although, in fairness, like a lot of people in my life are like also on the tail end of a move with like stuff that isn't unpacked. Like there were a lot of gift cards. And also I got my parents tickets to another concert for like a musician that I like, which like they claim they like these things, They may just be doing that to placate me, but I mean, ultimately, it's a fairly selfish present. But I think that went over well. Administrator was probably off too. I mean, probably. I know that like my direct manager is like off for another like 4 days or something. I'm like that respect, like, you know. I have a lot of appreciation for people. I think Sarah had mentioned something like this, like back in early December or something, that like she was like doing holiday travel like after Christmas because it was like cheaper and less disruptive. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. For me, it's not as good. Like there are a lot of holidays I can like work around in that way, but like Christmas isn't one of them. It's pretty important. You got clothes and a new vacuum tea mug. What is a vacuum tea mug? What is that? And beef jerky, that's gone. Yeah. Hey, Cotillion got me this awesome, like super fancy chocolate gift basket that I'm still only like half done. It's so good that like when I went to show my sister and my brother-in-law my house, my dad saw that gift basket for the first time and he was just like so enthralled by it. And I don't know, it's just such an interesting reaction. It's like, that's like a really nice gift basket. I'm like, I know. It's like, no, it's like really good. I was like, okay, I'll keep in mind that that's like a thing you might like. Imagine a mug that has a vacuum in the middle between the liquid and the outer layer, so heat doesn't transfer and it's always cool. Oh, that's an interesting concept. Like, I immediately understand what you mean, although I don't necessarily understand the logistics of making that work, but that's a really interesting concept. But yeah, I got other cool stuff. Some of it is within arm's reach. I got, hang on. My mom got me a new PlayStation controller because, as we learned at the tail end of Sam and Max last year, the one I have uncovered in the move doesn't hold charge anymore. So now I have a blue one, which is nice. Also, she wasn't messing around and she was like, "Oh, so you said you couldn't find your Xbox controller that you'd use on stream? Got a blue one of those now too." Now I have one of these somewhere that probably still functions, but I have this, so that's good. I have that if I need it. And then also, I got this. This is very exciting. Look, you can sort of see the room because of the Black Mirror effect. Ooh. This is the PlayStation Portal. It looks like a Nintendo Switch, but actually it's a Sony thing that lets you connect to your PS5 using Wi-Fi. Just never overcharge them and they'll last a good while. I don't know about that. I mean, like, I have like a fancy PlayStation 5 controller dock thing. Let me just disassemble the whole room for the purpose of this bit. I never really had any issues just like leaving stuff to charge there. Like they do that thing where they like stop charging when they reach full. So like I feel like that's fine. I really think, I strongly suspect that it's because stuff had to go through the high desert to like on a truck that like wasn't temperature controlled to get from the West Coast to the East Coast. And that, I know that can mess up batteries. Because, like, in California, I've, like, literally had batteries like, explode in their package if they weren't in the fridge. Because my apartment also wasn't temperature controlled. Your gift was great, Devil. I should thank you for gifting a game that sounds cool. I think when we finish Lorelei, I might just go straight into that. Because I'm really curious about it. And also, because I really haven't planned for this year the way I did last year. But, like, yeah, that stuff's so cool. Wait, can I reach this thing? Hold on a second. I really can't, huh? Like, this is a bad idea. Okay. While we're here talking about stuff that's in the room, I got this in the mail today, which is fascinating to me. It is like a little train pillow, and this side has a cute little conductor guy on it, and it says Piper for some reason. It's very cute. I like it. I have no earthly concept of who sent it or why. It just showed up here, and there's like no person I can think of that has my address who, like, I would expect to have sent me something, and it didn't come with a gift notice, and so far no one's taken credit for it, but other than my mom, I think it's literally impossible for anyone in chat to have sent this. Maybe Cotillion. I guess Cotillion has my address, I think. But, like, it's kind of funny the timing wise, because today I found out that the woman who like championed the TV adaptation of the Thomas the Tank Engine books, who like effectively created the TV show but not the original characters, passed away today at like 81 years old. And I was like, oh, that's such a bummer. And then I like mysteriously got a train in the mail, and I was like, that's so weird and yet pertinent or something. I don't know. Anyway, I have this now. It's fun. I have no explanation for it. I just like I'm expecting a couple things I bought like after the holidays. And neither of them was due to show up until Monday, but I like saw this package out on my like front porch. I was like, that's super weird. And I pick it up. I'm like, it seems like a soft thing. I don't remember ordering a soft thing. And then it was a train. Yeah, can we get some F's in chat? Oh, I don't remember her name. It's like Brit something. But like, yeah, she's brought much joy to the world through trains. That's my way. It hasn't been particularly eventful. I mean, like, a lot has happened in the holidays. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow because I've already been talking for like 17 minutes. No, that's not true. That's including the idle time. It's like 10 minutes. Still, though, I think perhaps we should, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. And I think I've set this up the way I had it going before. I realized I like overwrote my capture window, or maybe I was just like using monitor capture. Is there a reason I had to do that? I don't know. Let's just like run the game and like see if it's busted. Oh yes, there was a reason I needed to do that, because it's like, give me a second. I need to here, turn. I don't know why some games are like this. Yeah, get rid of that and then turn on this guy. Yeah. We good? Yeah, that seems fine. I think that's fine. I'm gonna let's minimize this. I don't want that hanging around. Yeah, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Okay, so like I don't like remember. That's not true. I kind of remember what's going on. Like at the end of the last time we played this game, which was like the middle of the last stream we did in 2024, I like accidentally gained access to something called the Red Maze, and then I was warned upon like leaving it that like from now on, because I went to the Red Maze, things will like try to eat my save progress, so I need to be mindful of that. I also had relatively recently gained access to the backyard where there's like a fortune-telling hut and like a, I don't know, it looked like a hedge maze or something. There's like a lot going on. I don't really remember exactly. Oh, I kind of remember one thing. I think I need to go back to the backyard to pick up like some letter blocks that I like knocked outside accidentally. I don't remember how to get to the. Oh no, wait. I think I do it. I think the path to the backyard is like through here. I saw some numerical puzzles. Did everyone have a good holiday? Mine was really good. Everything went well. Oh, that seems bad. Maybe let's like save a little. I don't know if I need these save files for anything. The holiday itself was good. That's good. Listen, it's hard to stay healthy and have a good holiday and transition back to life. There's a lot of moving factors. If some of them go well, that's usually pretty good. Besides some family stuff, that's kind of expected. I was kind of shocked that I didn't have any like real powerful family issues. Not that I like don't get along with my family, but like, you know, the holidays bring out stuff and oh cool, a crank? Give me that crank. You got a devil fruit ugly sweater from your Secret Santa. First off, your Secret Santa rules. Secondly, I'd love to see that. I know I obtained a crank. I'm so fortunate. I got the MNOPQR toy block. In addition to the Stuvwooks toy block. And there's like a drain here, but the drain is not important. The talisman is important. But like that window right there on the like the lower right corner, we were up there. That's like right about where we found the Red Maze, kind of. It's like next to where we accessed the Red Maze, and then I like tried to pick up the blocks and I knocked some outside, and it feels like I'm likely to be eaten by a grue or something. I also found this, like, dead lady. She's surrounded by red glass shards I couldn't pick up. Oh, shoot, yeah. 1847 was, like, the answer to, like, literally every puzzle or something. That's probably a good thing to remember. There's definitely, like, a projection of an alternate reality on the walls of this maze or something. So this is the fortune-telling hut. I thought there was, like, more there that I didn't... Oh, no, wait. There was, there was something in here that made me think I had to, like, go... Call me 1798. Let's go find a phone and call 1798, which is the future. Oh, hang on. How do I get that? That's so sick. Look, I just got a key. In a normal adventure game, I'd have to, like, combine 3 items and, like, solve an entire quest for an ogre to get one of them. To get that E-shaped key from, like, slightly overhead. Why are all the shortcuts blocked from the other side? I didn't realize that this house was in Silent Hill. I think I already made that joke. But, like, also, for real, what's up? Like, Silent Hill... Hey, if they ever make Silent Hill 5, there definitely needs to be, like, the protagonist should be, like, a locksmith, right? How are we doing on that progress? It's still 22.2%. I'm really concerned by the ocular freakout. You're seeing that too, right? God, how upsetting would it be if, like, I was just seeing this glitching and, like, none of y'all was? It's like, oh, good. I turned on the game and, like, immediately started having a stroke. Okay, I did just save. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the Red Labyrinth or whatever. Is he eating my face now? Yeah, he kind of is. I don't love that. I don't know how to deal with that. Can I, like, I'm gonna save on a different one. Let's save over 9.6%. Wait, what did that? Whatever, that's fine. Also bolted from the other side. I mean, I can't not go. I'm already here. Nope. 17 starts with a 1. 1798 the number we were already calling? Everything's not decrepit enough to be Silent Hill. That's fair. I knew you would call. I know many things about you, sister. I know about your journey to Sulawesi Cave. I know the paths you will walk in that cave. First, you will go west. Farts. Hold on. I'm gonna need this, because this has something to do with... I don't know, the red maze? Didn't I have notes for this game already? Sort of. Yeah, okay. West. North. Don't you love this? Isn't this your favorite part of streaming? Then you will go the opposite of your first direction. Alright, Socrates. Then you will turn 90 degrees to your left. Hang on. East. North. And you'll go in the same direction as your first direction. Alright, pal. Listen, buddy. Then you'll go in the same direction as before? I assume that means just repeat the previous action, right? Kind of a weird way to put that, IMO. Anyway, thank you for the 89-month resub. Enjoy, I don't know, have one of these while I continue to transcribe these clues. Last, you will go in the same direction as your third direction, which is east. West, northeast, northwest, west, east. That's some Lost Woods stuff right there. Now I know what you will see there. Do you? Share the foresight. What will the cave painting to the left depict? Oh, crap. I misinterpreted. I thought that was just like a question of whether I was like going to trust the disembodied voice on the phone and like share a vision of the future I was meant to have with my laser eyes. But apparently he gives me the puzzle, but then is the puzzle. Listen, I'm gonna explain that it will depict a lizard. And then the middle one, obviously that one is like a turtle. And the one on the right, it's man. Shockingly, that's not what I will see. Is there like a way to get rid of this guy? Oh, that's bad. Groundsraum 1. I have to say this wasn't what I expected to happen when he touched my face. We have a few details that we cannot seem to get right. Please try to remember, Fraulein. Remember, Fraulein. Imagine if you got this right, like the chance compass. It hadn't occurred to me that this was a possibility. Oh, it's the little girl again, who I think is also me? Lovely. As if forgotten by time, motion has turned to stone here. Being a rock, I am without movement. Is this how it is remembered? Observe it all carefully. Fate is in the details. He knows and sees both the substantial and the insignificant. She's describing Santa. Santa lives at the center of the red maze, which makes sense because of his outfit and whatever. Do not take his query lightly. Your survival lies in your response. Paint this scene in your memory and take action when you are ready to return to the inquiry. Could one of you just, like, speak English? There's a chess set. There's letter block I don't seem to be able to interact with. Oh. Do you remember? No. I didn't realize hitting the action button would... I guess that was what she was referring to, is I would go back to him by hitting the action button. If I tried bribing them with my American dollars. Look, I've been hoarding them so I could spend them responsibly or whatever. And yet... here we are. Okay, so there's a letter block. I think it has like a D on it, so it's probably like an early letters letter block. And then there's like a top hat. And then there's like, I don't know, AI rendering error, young Donald Trump praising the computer that says welcome. And then also it is initiating to stand by. Okay, there's more blocks on the ground. Two of them look like D and one of them looks like I, H something. There's a lot of D blocks. There's 3 white pawns, a white bishop, and I think that's a king. And then there's a black bishop and a black pawn, and then, I don't know, is that the knocked over black king? That would seem to make sense. Ceiling fan. There are 3 lights that are on, but then there's also like a lampshade. Yeah, I think the black piece that is down is a king. It's a little hard to tell because of like the angle and the resolution or whatever. Do you remember? Sure, buddy. Very well. How many black chess pieces were on the table? 3. This matches our information. Have a page to a script or something. Interior hotel basement day. The light bulbs in the ceiling blink. A garish room designed for sticking hotel guests' children in. Now the OCU3 computer takes up at least a quarter of it. A few boxes of toys, a couple of board games, and a pool table are crammed on the other side. The man holds the door for the woman. Let's stick it to the man. Is that an option? I told the movers that they were carrying the rising sun of cinematic magic on their shoulders, so she should be in one piece. One Piece? That's the name of the treasure on the Grand Line. But best to make sure, Signorina. The woman smiles and flicks a switch on the computer. They nervously look at the OCU3 humming. The man, is she dead? It takes a little time. Finally, the computer blinks and makes noises as it boots. Let there be light. The man holds up his arms like a priest in mass. When the hotel is open, the children play in here. But you won't be disturbed by them, Signorina, or anyone else for that matter. We have the whole hotel to ourselves. The OCU3 monitor fires up and displays the word welcome in red letters. It is you who is welcome, technological creature. All right, the man. What a relief. Now, Signorina, I have work that needs attending. We are not completely free of the monetary system yet. The man wants to end the monetary system? I feel like the man usually represents the monetary system. The man hurries to the door. He stoops on his way out and nervously looks around. I'm not sure I'm allowed to tell you this. I wrote the script in an elevated state of being. You were inspired? Something else. I created and was in turn created. I created and was in turn created. Jokingly playing along. I see. The project is the fish that will drink the proverbial pond. A last dance at the edge of the collective understanding. I'm glad you are part of it. I'm glad to be here. The man disappears. The woman enters a prompt on the keyboard, writing out the system diagnostics from the printer. Suddenly, the lights go out, and the OCU3 is the sole source of illumination. The woman turns around. By the door stands a stranger, a man wearing a cape and top hat. The magician. He covers his eyes with his right hand, then ceremoniously raises his left hand and shows 3 fingers. The light comes back. He's gone. Thanks, I think. Thank you, perhaps, maybe? So I'm guessing if I, like, give the wrong answer, he shoots me dead. That seems kind of like what's going on. 0.6% progress. Okay, now that I'm not running, what? My temperature seems high, I think. Well, I have, like, a lot of possessions. Where does the E key go? Do I know what the crank is for? I don't remember where I got these cards. I vaguely remember getting them. Not why. Use the fortune teller's cave directions. Use some of the toy blocks out the window. How is that not crossed out? I got the toy blocks out of the window. Find the center of the maze. Yeah, good luck to me, buddy. Bring script page. Oh, bring script pages to his room, huh? That's like a thing I should just do in general. Okay. My last pages? I mean, I got one. I assume my Mind Palace has a copy of this. Does this progress the game any? No. It didn't do that. It's so spooky in here. She touched my face, $5. American, spend them wisely. Okay. So, I think that maybe this is where I need to use directions. So I can only go here. Do I need to care about Maze Lab? Ah, dude, I don't know what Maze Lab does. Give it to me. I broke reality. Ah, farts. Okay, so go west. Ah, jeez, brother. Is it like super bad for me to take a bunch of maze slabs? No, I don't want to. I want to go north. But I can't. There's like no physical way to do that. And there's like a cool treasure chest that I also can't get to. Like if I talk to her, I'll just like leave, right? Touch my face again? Oh, I don't love that. Now I'm just here. Is that better? Oh man. I don't get this maze at all. Ah, dude. There's like a, I don't know, like a Greek letter door. And then, like, I don't know, some sort of like mausoleum. I do not. Ah, come on. Okay. Oh man. I don't get the slabs, dude. Okay, let me put the slab here back. And then I'm gonna touch her, I guess. Good thing you can read ancient. That is helpful. Do you have the ancient gene that, like, powers ZPM devices? Okay, touch my face. Okay, I have to say that that did not help. Tell him about the dead person. So I should call 1963 and tell him about the dead person? I think that's right. I forgot he would care about that because he is admittedly like a little... I'm gonna generously call him aloof and not like insane. At some point I know I have to talk to me again. Hello me, it's me again. But I think I have to comprehend the riddle of the Sphinx first, and I don't do that. Pronto, signorina. What's on your mind? A dead lady. So it had to come to this again. It always ends with something violent. Violent ends to violent means or something. A murder mystery, perhaps? Trivial, but cheese is cheese. Well, can't argue that. But we can still make it sing? I wonder how she died. Perhaps she fell out the window. What do you think? His accent is just whatever I want it to be. Listen carefully, signorina. Think about where she must have fallen from. Is that all? Ask for advice. Even a bad letter will end up somewhere. Okay, there's no news. Guess I'll go look in the general region of her body again, I guess. See if I can figure out where she fell from. And whether it was heaven. And then I can ask her if it hurt. But I think it did because she died. I mean, it seems a little bit entirely as though she would have fallen. Because, like, that's, like, sort of where the red maze is, which explains the red glass, right? Because, like, when I go up there, there's just, like, broken red glass that a weird lady is in. But, like, what does that tell me? What does that tell me that's good or matters? Oh, shoot, there's, like, a whole American dollar over here. Oh, no, wait. I need... hold on. Isn't there, like, something with this? Do you want to know the future? Yeah. The year is 1982. War was beginning. You will wander the paths of the primordial... Okay, this is where I'm supposed to take the thing, not the actual maze. Fool. You fool! West. I'll go... north. Later, okay, thanks for stopping by. I wish you the best of luck with whatever has you getting up presumably early tomorrow. I'll go east. I will go north again. I will go west. I think I'm supposed to go west a second time. And then I will go to the east. At this point, you will see cave paintings. So good. So good at cave painting. Will you actually show them to me? I thought we were just going to Zork. I mean, there's definitely a bird. I don't think my eyes are doing great. It's really... okay. How do I... the orientation is a little hard. It's clearly like lizard, pterodactyl. What I'm guessing is ox. Ox, bird, dactyl, lizard. Now the question is like, do I need the orientation as I see them here, or the opposite of that? I'm gonna go make a call about an oxbird lizard. This is one of those tricky things that hang on, do you need a crank? For some reason, I had the thought you might need a crank. I need that crank, like I have a hole in my head. Wait, that's not right. Yeah, it's when you don't play the game for like 2 weeks or something, it is definitely possible to sort of forget how the clues go together or whatever. So sorry about that. I kind of forgot there was like a Zork in that crystal ball. What's the number I have to call for the dude who gave me the directions? 1798? Yep, 1798. Hey, Castlelark, welcome. Give me a second. 1798. Happy New Year. Hope everyone got some American dollars for Christmas. Fortunately, we did, and also I got a mysterious train today. I hope you got some American dollars and or spent them wisely. I knew you would call. Now tell me, what will you see in that cave? What will the one on the left be? That would be an ox, maybe? And then the middle, that one's like a bird. And then the right is a lizard, unless I'm meant to interpret it as a mirror, in which case it's the opposite of the thing I just said. Yes. Now I see in your immediate future that something you need is in your bag. Aw, that's creepy. Oh, I got a magic show ticket. That's cool, I guess. I foresee that I will see you at the show, sister. It's the magician! But is he the dark magician? The ultimate magician in terms of attack and defense? How were your holidays, Castle? Did you get anything exciting? I got lots of cool stuff. I showed off some, and there's a good chance that I'll show off some later, too. What the heck is this on the ground? Is this anything? No, it's nothing. So, I think this is where I would take my magic show ticket, yeah? Lorenzo the Dees. Tickets. Oh, I still have like a piece of the maze in my bag. I picked it up and I put it in my purse. Cool, I unlocked the caravan. Hello, magician. Seeing as you have a ticket, I suppose you're here for the show. Well, all I have left is this lice-infested wagon. I didn't really ask. The horse which carried it is as dead as magic. That's a weird thing for you to say. I am now but a nameless vagabond with a violent past. Well, like a bunch of the best movies start that way. You ever seen Equalizer? We showed my brother the movie Equalizer for the first time after Christmas. It's funny. Yeah, I don't really like the lice-infested wagon. That's not a good stocking stuffer. Only the most red of roses could awaken the memories of my great show. Yeah, I must admit I don't have the reddest of roses. I do have like a maze slab. I think it just occurred to me maybe what I need to do with those maze slabs. It's possible I need to pick them all up, get to the middle of the maze, and then like actually assemble them into like a maze puzzle. But that would require me to, like, have an answer to, like, the Greek letter door or whatever. You can pet the dog. If you didn't see it before, I assumed you might have been worried about that. I feel like these garden statues will matter at some point, but not now. Magician wants a red rose. Meet someone at the show. Why is some of the toy blocks out the window not completed? Is that because one fell down the drain? Is that the idea? Find the center of the maze. Search something in the horse in the backyard. Hey now, buy me dinner first. Video cassettes. Help the old woman see. Unlock shortcut 16. Padlock north of foyer. Padlock by stairs. Request bug report 2. I don't really know what I should be doing right now. It's like a little bit of an issue. Like, I don't really think I have Got an astronomical clock that I don't really have a cipher to. I've done this to myself before, and I've done it to myself again now. The default setting wasn't it? That's shocking. The Ace of Hearts. Which aces do I have? I have two possessions. Spades and hearts. Found in a video cassette box of the film Ace of Hearts. The back of the card has swirly red letters which read Club Rouge Monte Carlo, has a small circular brown stain. In rural parts of southern Europe, it is believed that using playing cards as coasters could cure all kinds of spiritual ailments. Why? However, the size of the stain hints at it from being an espresso cup, which indicates an urban origin. It is possible that the card was in possession of a highly superstitious metropolitan. Boy, that sure sounds like an Eternal Sonata Chopin slideshow worth of supposition. Look at that. His house. I mean, yeah, I think I need the like HIJKL block. Which I'm guessing fell down like the sewer grate. I don't really know what to do with it. Tampons were bought in a pharmacy in a town near the hotel, made of absorbent cotton wrapped in wax paper. Tampons were invented in the early 1930s and are designed to absorb blood and vaginal secretions during menstruation. The lack of an applicator suggests an origin which is not American. Oh, that's a fun fact, sort of. It was not uncommon for hygiene products to be wrapped in wax paper as late as the 1960s. Moon cycles and menstruation have historically been linked. And even today, many debunked myths about menstruation are widespread due to taboos, ignorance, and superstitions. Yeah. Man, am I right, ladies? Found on a pedestal in the maze, despite its stone-like appearance, the surface feels magnetic, numb, and unnatural. Vibrates very slightly and gives off a constant faint hissing sound, vaguely reminiscent of a whisper. N is chiseled on the back. From its unusual attributes, it's safe to assume that this is an illusion object, an item created from spectral information. These types of items exist between several realities, and interacting with them can lead to unexpected consequences in parallel worlds. Maze-related illusion objects are known to be linked with window-related illusion object. Known by who, game? Well, the flavor text thing is fun, and it's good to know that it exists. However, I don't know that it's doing anything for me right now. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's like a key up on that chandelier. And that one, I would need to combine 3 inventory items, etc., to achieve goals. Hey, Keen, welcome to the stream. And thanks to Demolition for gifting Keen sub. How you doing, Keen? I don't know. Can I just do the maze right now? I feel like I'm missing some critical information, even if I, like... Hey, wait a minute. This is also, like, red glass. It's broken. Yeah, thanks, Genius. Oh. These must be the slabs, right? Like, if I gotta catch them all, and got all 9 slabs, then, like, this is the puzzle I would recreate, right? Am I enjoying this puzzle game? I like it a lot. I'm in a bit of a doldrum right now, just because I feel like I don't have, like, an immediate sense of direction. I kind of think I should do the maze, but part of me also says it's stupid to do the maze. Took a phone camera, then methodically hunted them down. Think you overdid it? I mean, wait, does the... Photographic memory is the thing I want. Maps. It's in my mind palace. I don't know why I remembered that, but I'm glad I did, because I don't want to do that thing you said. So I got this map, and yeah, there's nothing else to do up in, like, the loft. I don't know. I guess I could try to get to the center of the maze with all the maze bits. I just don't think I can, like, actually open that door or whatever. Television and VCR. Cutting edge technology. I really hate coming in here. It's so spooky. Alright, touch my face. Oh man, I'm gonna have a bad time navigating this maze when I pick up all these slabs. Slabs to meet ya. Is that something? Hang on. When I get to the... Can I have this cool chest worth of stuff? $1 American dollar. Thank you for that. Let me go... I'll regret this later. Let me do whatever I can with the maze, and then we'll circle back around to that hint demolition. I don't seem to have, like, a big old rope or something for this conspicuous hole. Now, I do believe that... So, in the picture I have of the maze... I think the red dots are the places where the slabs of maze are, which, like, sounds kind of obvious and arguably is. Ah, oh, come on, brother. Oh, no, don't talk to her. Oh, hang on. I accidentally did it. I don't know how, but I did it. Okay. Oh boy. Give me this. Yeah, this seems good and sound and safe, and everyone loves it and is happy and will clap. Oh, sweet. Stairs. Use Brinkwood down. Maybe there's a Greek alphabet answer here. So this would appear to... Oh. I think I getcha. So that hole I couldn't climb down into now contains a treasure chest with perhaps $1 American dollar. Ah, boy. I don't look forward to this. Visually, I think this idea is really cool. Actually, navigating it is a little bit, part. It's a little... It's sort of like poop soup. So I need to go... here. Great, $1 American dollar. I should probably take this one. I'm not entirely sure why I didn't do that before, but let's not talk about it. $1 closer to victory. I'm not convinced the game works that way, but it's certainly $1 closer to whatever number of dollars I want, I guess, in the end. Does this take me to chest? No, it takes me to where I got that. Yeah, let's do this before messing with that screen. And before messing with this screen. Just kidding, that doesn't do what I want at all. So I can really only approach this one from the south, but I can do it from many souths, you see. Understand? And I guess there's minimal harm in taking the slab. Gosh, I can't help but feel like if I went back to the real world right now, like I would just like disintegrate from, I don't know, something I did to the glass. Am I going around? Am I going around town? Might have been a better order to doing that. I sure hope that at the end of the day, when I like assemble the Exodia of Maze Puzzle piece, oh come on with this. Oh, I hate that one. That like I either will have solved the maze forever, or that I will it will like just become order again instead of chaos. It's definitely chaos right now. Okay, so I have to take a long way around. Not necessarily the long way, but like a long way. Yeah. Oh man, it sucks here. I don't like this. Is this worse than this used to be? I feel like this is worse than this used to be. Certainly worse to look at. Oh man. Okay. Right. God, I don't want to pick that one up yet. This room is hard enough. So I go up here, and then I have to get to... It's like a treasure chest over here. I'm generally pretty good about directions, but I am a little surprised I'm tracking this. It's a little bit of a mess. Probably this. Take me to this one. So that's all the TV there is right now, I think. So then in theory, if I go back around, take this thing, come back to where I am and take the lower path, then like I will have like navigated the maze such as it is. Although, is there anything else I can do with the stairs? Does like breaking the... Maybe it's a later thing. The like inside track. It doesn't really look like there's much I could do with it right now. If only I had special arms that could reach all the way over there. Maybe I could learn something that way. This fine. Hey, wellness check. Current possessions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, great. Let me grab this nightmare. Oh man, the maze is so gaunt. It's very ungood. No, the other way. Then, yep, that takes me out of here. And then I just like... Alley-oop? No. Yes? Maybe? Yes? Yes. Could be worse, maybe. Unclear if worse. Okay, what am center gate. Yeah. That was... I was afraid of that. But the good news... There is good news. The good news is... we have all the slabs, and there's like an exit point here, and we know that you return to the same point you exited from. So if we save now, all we have to do is figure out the numbers that correspond to like epsilon theta and the letter N. You're legit handling this well. Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. Luckily, it is a thing I'm relatively good at. Ah, come on, though. How do I leave this terrible place? Oh, the go button. Okay, great. Let's leave and then like save like immediately. It is imperative that we save. Luckily, we don't have to go far. I will say I'm not sure I'm down for like a ton more fractured maze navigation. It's a little fun in small doses. If there was a lot of that, it'd probably be a little taxing. I think I looked at this paperwork, didn't I? Schoner tag? Yeah, that sounds familiar. Listen. Lecture Art Symposium. Cafe photo. Oh, for some reason this reminds me. Reddit has started recommending me the Disco Elysium subreddit, which is interesting. I don't really remember doing anything that would suddenly make it think that. But as a result, I've learned two things. One, I saw someone did Sam and Max as Kim and Harry, which was very good. And also, apparently the Game Grumps like just posted a video of them playing Disco Elysium, which must be like unhinged. Hey, Cotillion, welcome back. Hey, just to clarify, I don't think you were around earlier. I received a mystery train today. It came in the mail and I don't know who it came from. You're one of the only people on Earth who could have sent it. I don't think it was you. I just figured I would ask while you were here. I actually have a theory on who did it, and if I'm right, is unexpected. But if I'm wrong, then I don't know. Like, it basically can't be anyone in my immediate family. I don't think it was Cotillion or Tech, which severely limits the number of people who actually, like, have my address. Hey, Mind Palace. Films, games, and scripts. Acu 3. Is that useful for the debug room in some way? Oh, that was you? Oh, okay, great. Well, thank you, because I do love it. It's very cool. And as I said, it was, like, prescient that it showed up on the day that there was, like, Thomas the Tank Engine news. Since you hadn't mentioned it, and because you already got me something really nice and expensive, I assumed it wasn't you. But thank you for that. Mystery solved. Yeah. Opt. There's no 3 on this keyboard. It was not expensive. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily guess that the train was expensive, but the gift basket you got, I assume, was expensive. The company that makes those makes expensive things. I still haven't figured this out because I'm too stupid. There's definitely, like, a sort of puzzle here. I also... Can I read this thing? I assume this is, like, the listing on Amazon that it came from, but what I could make out of it is really funny. It's like the plush train... must have for train-themed celebrations, age 0+. I don't know why, but I thought that was really funny. It's like, you must have this pillow for trains. Also, it's for literally everyone, 0+. 1 Nate. Innate. You old enough for that? I'm older than many people think, and also younger than many people think. People historically have had a hard time pinning my age down. Boy, I do sure feel like I should be able to solve this. I'm not sure if that's actually true. I'm gonna write these down as their own thing. I don't need the maze or the cave paintings anymore. Probably. No, I'll just keep them. Who cares? Debug room. Okay. 31 and 2. One and 2. And then the last one's like one Nate. Literally one, and then the entire name Nate. I feel like I'm either going to feel really smart or really dumb when I've deciphered this thing. It feels like it's so close to having some like obviously translatable nonsense aspect to it, and I am not registering it. Also, okay, hold on. Where is my mental notes? Unlock maze center gate. Right. Red rose. I don't even remember what Meet Someone at the Show is about. Some of the toy blocks fell out of the window. I don't really have anything that helps with that, I don't think. Find center of the maze I've arguably done. Insert something in the horse in the backyard. That's just a really funny thing to write down. The old woman see, find video cassette, script pages, padlock, clock, door, padlock, lock from the other side, jammed, etc. Now, I believe the actual instructions for the game had indicated that the American dollars aren't necessary to complete the game. So I don't think my current issue is a matter of figuring out how to spend my American dollars. I think I looked at all these. Yeah. Something on the back of the... Yeah, I definitely looked at that. What's about the quiz? Knowledgeable? Try joining Secret Quiz Club. Try saying that 10 times fast. Those who find their way to the hallways of wisdom, we promise an elite quiz that will challenge your awareness. Is that, like, Maze Head? The elevator appears to be out of order. The elevator service number is 40 blood. Plus sign lithograph. Film poster. Film poster. Okay, I've just had a kind of a stupid idea. By stupid idea, I mean I'm probably stupid for not having thought of this. Adieu Tbilisi. Your whole Tbilisi in it. Photographic memory. 1950, the year Adieu Tbilisi came out. No, there's another poster here. Could be that number instead. 1948. What about the 1, 8, etc. numbers? Could those lead to the combo? I mean, I'm sort of on the opposite side of the house from there. So I don't think it'd be like this one. I believe and could be mistaken that because the 1 and 8 numbers are all in the same room with their own sort of puzzle input, that they probably correspond to like the same thing. Missing one thing right in front of me. Oh, the plus sign. Yeah, okay. So, I don't want to do math. 20, 38, 38, 98. Well, I think I chose like the most complicated one to start on, but I found that idea on my own. The plus is something I probably could have noticed. 1847, you don't say. Dear brother, what was lost has been found. Even if I had 500 years to write, my humble words could not possibly tell you what it is like. As much as I would like to welcome all my brothers and sisters to Pilgrim here, I implore you to wait. The treasure is magnificent. I will write more thoroughly when I have calmed down. Our quest is ended, but I sense danger. Okay. The game really likes these puzzles, which aren't really puzzles so much as paying attention to red underlines, which for some reason annoys me, but is entirely valid. 500. So 2347 to some end. Pokeball? Okay. I mean, it seems most likely that that number would have something to do with this. The heck is this? Is there a Tetris Pokemon that I forgot about? I mean, like, listen, there's definitely some letters in here. I mean, like, this is an H and this is a Y. This could be an I. Actually, it's a lowercase I, isn't it? It's a dot over a thing. Seat? No. Not quite. That would be like 5347. Could be read as seat in sort of leet speak. Imagining the focus group holed up in the Q&A room, the designer held hostage until they put the underlines. One wonders if like there was a version of this game where we didn't underline anything and like no one got past the first puzzle. Or if they just like always intended to do that. Enter a name? I don't like, it's weird. Like there's a world in which I could think I was trying to do like you know how like with a digital number display you could have different like combinations of shapes and like combine them to form like an 8 or a 9 or whatever. It almost feels like that's something I should be doing with letters, but the selection here is like bizarre. I don't know what the underline does for me. And I don't know why the clue in this room is a 4-digit number. Like the whole no, I will die before I input a back button thing made it to release. I mean, I respect the intent of like simplicity that the game is just played with one button, but it is surprisingly annoying. Ran in Stundiga. Oh, that's such a great suggestion. It's weird. Randomly mashing shapes in a puzzle I don't understand, like, didn't do anything for me. I mean, I don't even see anything that, like... resembles the numbers in the clue? 2, 3, 4, 7. Here's a weird thought. What if I just treated this like counting along and entered 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 7? I consider this 2, 3, 4, and then like... oh, wait a minute. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then 7. I don't think that's anything. That feels like nothing. Does the letter have anything you can use? The letter says... I mean, the way that these letters have acted as clues in the past, it gives me 1,847 plus 500, which, and I'm not going to give myself credit, I interpret to be 2347, 2347. But I don't know how to turn that into this. It seems very odd to me that there's some like lettery stuff here. I think I'm just gonna come back to this maybe later. It's not coming to me now, and now I've sort of figured out the way to get into several of these rooms I couldn't get into. Did I try the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 7th letters? I mean, they're not all really letters or whatever. Oh. This feels deliberate. An animal terrible. I tried sort of counting the buttons over in that order and doing that just now, and that didn't do anything. So, right side up, an animal terrible, terrible, is 1962, but it's like upside down. So I think what it wants is 5961. Entering these combination numbers could be less annoying. Does it want it? Am I overthinking this or underthinking this? This is like, it's giving me the vibes of that horrible like upside down numberless button combination from Quern. And one would be, because you would flip it, right? So it would be, I mean, 5961, right? More or less. There's a little bit of interpretation there. So I think it's largely a matter of interpreting how we want to put that information in. I feel like I already... Or maybe it just like literally wants this as 2, and it just wants me to have put it in the other way. I don't like that. Because that's not what that number... It's fine. All right, another letter next to a weird safe. 1847. Oh, we'll get to it. Dear brother, my worries were not without cause. Things have started to appear. A red hallway behind a clock. A theater. The Baronin is changing and speaks in a puzzling tongue. Minutes and hours are years. At this very moment, time is the year. Well, that sucks. Okay, hold on. Minute and hour year. Now, time is this year equals 1847. The Crimson Beast skulks these halls now, playing strange games and whispering horrible words like moist. It wants to swallow all. Moistly. Tonight, if such a time even exists, we are invited to a performance. Something will happen. There is violence in the air. This is all very pink and yellow. I don't care for it. Minutes and hours are year. This is another one where I'm irked because I don't know that that obviously tells me the exact way to input this. Let's try 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh boy. Oh. 30, 35. Hang on. Why can this not be incremented? Am I stupid? How come the inner one can only move in increments of 5? None of the... Okay. Let me interpret this another way. Military time 1847 is 647. So this one that can only travel in increments of 5 will move to... It's the thing I hate about analog clocks, though, is like I never remember when the things start moving out of their position, but I'm just going to try and put this to... That's 6:30, 45, 6, 7. Minutes and hours are the year. Now is the current year. The current year of the letter is 1847. Since the inner one can only move in increments of 5, Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why is it all wonky? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's fine. Why does that feel weird? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 be 30, 35. Wait, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, I was just dumb. Just put that in wrong. Pink computer disk. I don't like that. It said ominous things about computer disks earlier. I don't remember where any other poster rooms are, but I know they exist. This, I guess. Okay, it said I shouldn't load a file from a disk unless I had saved, which I have now done. Gas station, 1516. Yeah, boy. Let's go. Now I'm at... I could have sworn I had enough gas for this entire trip. Oh well, a chance to stretch my legs and get some fresh air. What on earth? What on earth? What on earth? What are we doing? Hello? Sign declaring that this phone only accepts D-Mark. Are those like demerits? I sure am gassing it good. That should do it. I should pay. Don't worry, I won't. Let me look at this sign. Can't read it from this distance. Very good. Cashier window. Ooh. Various regional maps. They look cheap but are expensive. Fraulein, no one is forcing you to buy a map. Did I say that out loud? Yes, you did, Fraulein. I should keep my thoughts to myself. I agree. Details the opening hours, but shouldn't a gas station be open 24/7 in this day and age? And then the maps, it seems like they have reasonable prices. Pamphlets containing information on various tourist traps. Can't find one about the hotel, though. That'll be 2 D-Mark, Fraulein. Here is your change. Cashier handed me some coins. They are not American dollars. Talk to him again. Is there anything else I can help you with? Evidently not. Back or exit? What does exit do? Like, kick me off the computer? Let me use the restroom. No, I know it's probably Deutschmark, but I just still think it's funny. A game that Tech and I played a long time ago. That's like one of Ditto's favorites, I think. We tried it for a few episodes, because, like, Sarah, like, literally sent us his copy to autograph or some weird thing. It was a weird thing. But we played it, and, like, for some reason they were talking about demerits in this, like, military academy, and I just thought it was funny to just, like, assume that the currency was demerits, and I would want those. Yeah, Radiator Stories. That sounds right. It's definitely not Radiator Springs. That's something else. What happened when I tried to use the restroom? Oh, I just didn't. Toilet paper roll was a bit too sandpapery for my liking. Gross. Inspect the scribbles. Obscenity isn't poetry. Those really are the only 2 types of scribbles, aren't they? Doodle of a UFO and a little alien guy running around on a planet. Cute. What? Doesn't the... No, this is in the 60s, right? The concept of UFOs existed by the 60s. There's something written in red on the mirror. Call me sister. 50... Oh, boy. Okay, hold on. Call me sister. 7, 15, 17. Hut, hut, hike. I don't need to wash my hands. Well, it couldn't hurt. Inspect the paper. I don't work here. Inspect the trash can. It seems to have been emptied recently. Use the toilet. Needed that. Great. Not washing my hands. Flushing the toilet, though. Satisfying. Use payphone. Okay, hold on. I can't call until I insert some coins. Who should I call? 5, 7, 1, 5, 1, 7. Sister, I have a message for your future self. In the future, I am made of paper. I am chained like a prisoner. There is a red room. This is the ancient rune R. Oh, I didn't catch the tail end of that dialogue. Write this down. I don't want to. Chain like paper. Prisoner. Do I have limited currency? It's unclear to me. I'm gonna make the call again to make sure I had those details right. But I think that's right. Enough. It's right-ish. In the future, I'm made of paper chained like a prisoner. There's a red rune. Is okay, yeah, no, I had that pretty much right. Is that him? You mean from the Powerpuff Girls? I sure hope so. Inspect bucket. I found an American dollar. I found currency in a dream sequence, and it's mine now for some reason. Wait. Does that mean I'm using my actual American dollars? No, because they're Deutschmark. I don't understand what's happening. A whole dollar? Yes! A whole American dollar to be used wisely, or in my case, unwisely. I guess I will drive away? What else would I do? Points in the direction one should go. Forward to the future. Are we done here? I can't read the sign because she won't look that way. I don't really want to talk to the guy. I've already used the bathroom and not washed my hands, which is important to me on a spiritual level. I have $20. How many dollars did I have before the dream sequence, though? $19. So I have infinite Deutschmarks, but relevant American dollars? Interesting. Suddenly remembered a SpongeBob meme of write that down. I don't remember a SpongeBob episode that would be relevant to. But I do often think of, what is that show called? Isn't it just like Look Around You? Where like, they keep telling you to write that down in your copybook. Is this like a fake educational show? And it just sort of presents it like something you would hear during a lecture or something. Case sensitive code. Oh, I didn't want to be here again. Chained like paper, I'm a prisoner. I mean, I assume... Wait a minute. What the heck are these signs? Nothing, don't worry about it. Oh, look, I don't have to write that down at all. Apparently that's also in my mental copybook. That's fun. Messages from the past. I got the fourth one. I do think that was like the fourth disc. Magic posters. This is sort of what I was looking for. Huh. Honestly, I have no idea what these are for or if I completed them correctly. I mean, I like figured out how to assemble them like low count puzzle pieces, but that's not necessarily the correct solution for the symbols on them. Especially because it will let you redo them. This whole thing one continuous cipher somehow? I don't know how to make sense of it. I don't know what will make this make sense to me. I mean, I guess the idea is I think you can only input letters here, so I would have to find a way to decode the numbers in a meaningful fashion. I don't get it. This one annoys me because it feels very doable, and I'm too stupid for it. 31, 2. I mean, there's like clearly some kind of progression. 1, 8, and then 2. Like, because 1, 8 is followed by 1 and 2. So would ATE somehow translate to 2? And even if that's true, what good does that do me? And then 30, like the LEI, I got nothing. Like the others all feel related, like inherently. 31. Nah, I'm too stupid for this. Hopefully I never need to solve this puzzle. There's like so many things to do in this game, and it suggests that I'm like a quarter done, and I like disagree. Like, that doesn't seem right. What's going on with this? In no, we're invited to see the thoughts of a person as they're formed. 9 slates containing letters forming seemingly nonsensical word seem to grow as ideas on the subject's forehead. So, I mean, oh no. This has something to do with the slabs. N is chiseled on the back. And W. This one doesn't have anything on it. Maybe it's the middle one? Southwest, south, west, east, northeast, southeast. Yeah, that feels like it tracks. What a weird... The manufacturer of this diskette that we loaded that, like, old school graphical adventure game from is KLB Electronics, a pioneer in computer storage and electronics products. It was likely produced in the late 1970s or early 1980s. Based on the where the writing on the label is from the same time, and indicates that the content is a save file for a game called Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, which is remarkably inconsistent, as Lorelei and the Laser Eyes was a game developed by Simogo during the 2020s, and by then magnetic discs were completely obsolete. Just a weird observation. It's not wrong, just weird. So, Northeast RC. So it has 5 instructions, NOERZ, which feel like they most likely correspond to the 5 spaces on this keypad. But, I don't know how. This room I also haven't really done anything yet. Here's a hole in the floor. Jump down? Why not? You died, idiot. Why would you jump down a hole in the floor? Horseman painting. There's a cube-shaped hole in the frame. Ah. That's probably what them blocks is for? Hey, a shortcut. Arrows. Hey, is that bookmark a whole American dollar? I saw a horse as white as the moonlight. The rider presented herself as Pestilencia, i.e. pestilence. In her hands was a bow and arrow. Okay, that might be useful. I might write that one down. The second rider was named Bellum. Oh, Lord. It's just... Bellum. She was the assistant to the mayor in Townsville. Color also matters. Bellum. Red sword. The third horse was black. He was known as Fames. Come on with this. Scales. And then Moors. That's probably war. Nope, that's a death. I don't think that actually matters. Horse was pale and carried a scythe. I mean, pale is... white? More than one white? I don't know. There's an American dollar, idiot. I'm so rich. Mulls? Don't you mean Moors? I just kind of want to put all of these on my to-do list. Oh no, wait a minute. I'm trying to like fill out part of their name? That's how this works? Put the Moors block? I beg your pardon? I don't understand. Why would that not be correct? It's fine that it's not. I just don't understand why that would not be true. Okay, hold on. 3, let me find 3 in my shortcut book. Shortcut 3. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Please look away from everything. Photographic memory. Books. Notes? Essie's bolt. Whatever. 3. Oh no, it's this one. Oh man. I wrote an answer down to this, didn't I? Thought I did. Puzzle 3. I've written 45. Turns. It'd be really funny if this is correct. I mean, hey, with 100 inputs, you can brute force every one of these locks. Pestilentia. So this would be... Yes, E. Huh. Now the arrow's pointing over here. Does that mean you want your block in the wrong painting? Okay. Look closer at what? Oh, that's not an E. It's like a sideways M? That's stupid. Can I even do that? That's somehow not it either. I hate this room. It's a dumb room for bad people. It's a punishment to be here. There's a voice from inside the confessional. May the Lord be in your heart and help you confess your sins. Bit of a gossip. This is barely a sin. Alright. It's not what you want to confess, huh? I guess I did a murder. Yes. God, the Father of mercies, through the death and resurrection of his Son, has reconciled the world to himself and sent the Holy Spirit among us for the forgiveness of his sins. Through the ministry of the church, may God forgive you and pardon and peace. I absolve you of your sins. That's cool. Path to the truth shall open. You all right in there, Father? Forgive me, Senorita. They hide the secret buttons very well. Must be this one. Okay. Okay. There's a cube-shaped hole in the crucifix. I mean, why wouldn't there be? I mean, if we're all just being honest with each other. I don't remember there being anything in that mysterious book on the right about Jesus. Pestilential, Vellum, Dreams, Moors. Pestilential has a bow and arrow. This would be... The sword would be... Bellum, wouldn't it? Oh, this is... It wants... Backwards? B? How do you... I mean, I should probably... No, you want it not to be visible so that it would look correct in some abstract see-through form. That wouldn't be... It's just one of those things where, like, I feel like there are many ways to interpret what is being asked of me. And I feel like even when I get the solution to this, it's not going to be satisfying because it will feel like it necessarily required just some trial and error, which, like, shouldn't be the case. I feel like I was on base with the M thing there. This one was a little quirky because it doesn't actually want... It wants like a J? Do I even have the cube for J? I don't think I do, right? This only goes... I wanted to look at it, which was stupid of me. It's definitely the letter A. Yeah, I think I need... So I think I have to, like... let's just leave this horrible place. But I want to look at this other one first. W not on this one, huh? There's two of these, huh? Moore's. I mean, I'm like, the thing is, like, I think they're all tricks. Like, I already tried inserting multiple of these at face value, and none of them was correct. Like, Moore's. Sad noise. So, like, it's a matter of, like, figuring out what weird thing they all want. We're not there yet. Mobile. So the second half of Mobile and the second half of List's Dream gives me this door. No worries. I know it's a... I know what stream viewing is like. I'm just letting you know, I was paying attention to the most obvious thing and had tried that. So I need to ologist stream is 54, and the other one, what's the other one? Mobile. Oh, there it is. Automobile. 59. 54, 59? This could be less annoying. It's not, but it could be. Okay. Now that I understand what those are asking for, I like the poster puzzles. Okay, dear brother, I cannot stay here. This is the last you will hear of me. Do not speak my name again. My deeds cannot be forgiven. Lorenzo the Great walked 49 years on this earth under the protection of Santa Lucia. Now he must vanish. I shall be reborn as a nameless vagabond. Okay. So Lorenzo's the dude writing these weird letters. Oh boy. 1880, 1896. Yeah, 1896, I think. Did I do the basic math wrong again? Streaming sucks. It's like the worst thing you can do. There's nothing more embarrassing than it. Just give me the calculator. Just tell me the name of the movie you would like to see. Oh, don't full screen the calculator on the second monitor, you psychopath. Okay, I found something more embarrassing than streaming. It was doing that. Well, I don't honestly know why that would ever happen. Walked 49 years. $96. No, I did the math right. So I interpreted. Oh, you think minus 49? Minus 49, I guess. I don't know that I necessarily feel like this represents either direction, so I was assuming forward, but that's a reasonable thing to try. No, I didn't wait for the first one to input and then did something stupid. So I think you literally just push the buttons the number of times you want to insert for that digit. So it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I mean, I don't like. I like the letter puzzles in theory, but I feel like they often give me like not enough information to feel like I definitively know what it wants. Like again, it feels like those are frequently some amount trial and error. I'm not saying they're like unsolvable, but like it's like I complain about with adventure games of like you should have like a deterministic sense of what is asked of you. That is typically a good puzzle. I think it was the year of his birth. Sure, but it said like Lorenzo walked 49 years on this earth, which like I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to interpret as I want his birth year, but like it's just not it's not like a word puzzle. It's just like it's just words. Like some of these are like, you know, this year, last year. That makes it clear what type of operation you're looking at. Just saying like 49 years figured out a hole, like that's not like a puzzle. Like you could try different things and you'll get there. You'll definitely get there. But it doesn't like even if you know it right away, it doesn't actually feel like you're solving anything, right? Like it's just it's always like a simple word puzzle, and sometimes it's frustrating and sometimes it's obvious. And it should probably be obvious more, but even when it's obvious, it doesn't feel like a good puzzle. I guess that's my point. Load file from disk. Disk 3. Doing this in the correct order for sure. In the car. A car ride like this really gives you time to think. Maybe too much time. Inspect radio. I don't know why it looks like this. Just popping into this game for the first time, so I have no clue what's going on or how it's been going. It's mostly good. I find it a little inconsistent, but I mostly like this game so far. Also, hi Chronos. What just happened will give you no sense of what's going on. Change frequency, sure. Yeah, this feels like this is probably the core puzzle of this memory. It's so funny that there's like a back button in these like save file memory old school adventure game segments and not in the main game. A cute couple made of plastic in a car. They hope they like this bumpy road. The car's uncomfortably close. Wait, it's blinking. Oh, Lord. Hold on. It's blinking. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 4, 1, 6. There's a familiar voice in the static. Sister, I have a message for your future self. In the future, I'm made out of paper. I reach for a bottle of my miracle tears. There is a red rune. This one is the ancient rune for I. I'm not writing it down because it's in my copybook. Was that him again? Sorry. Inspect the glove compartment. I found an American dollar. Heck yeah, boy. So rich. $22 US. Oh boy, $23 US. Found my sunglasses, that's pretty good. Weather is impossibly good for January. I think it is January in the present, right? Like this is meant to represent our drive to the hotel or whatever. Trees, 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 trees. They never end. Oh my god, same. Driving just under the speed limit. Looks like I don't have enough fuel for the entire journey. Well, good thing we're about to have a memory of getting gas. That's like probably everything. Hotels beyond the mountains. Look at fence. Sturdy. Thanks for that. I mean, I got like a message for my future self, and I solved the media puzzle, and I found $2. I don't know that we're getting much better than that. Get out of here. Let's save again. R-I... So I definitely need a 5th block. Ooh. Forgot about this. The numeral lithograph. Order. 1, 2, 3, 4. A dog like all other dogs. Huh. That one is not so obvious to interpret. Oh, man. Did I just, like, never come here? That's stupid. I need Andre Plan. That name feels familiar. Did I not come here? Alright, hold on. Can I access my Mind Palace for notes about architect sketches. Andre Plan. Symmetric design. Which I think basically just means everything looks the way you would expect it to. No, wait. It means there's like one more block than what you can see. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. bringing up the calculator again on the other monitor. 195? That's a possibility. Why is my calculator huge, by the way? I did. I counted the number of blocks and multiplied it by the cost per cube to get the answer. I got an award for excellence in the field of charting. Hooray for me. Okay, there's a heart and music room and a place to get my hair cut or something. I don't know. Oh, hey, a bust. There's a hole in the forehead of the sculpture. How about a tampon? It's something in the sculpture. Is it time for that crank I mentioned earlier? No, that's fine. Uh-oh. My eyes are getting all lasery. Oh boy. Oh, that isn't what we're... Feels like that's the top. This would be like the bottom. I think this would be right. Renzo, Great Mystery. And the orb seems sort of continuous and not like busted. Found an American dollar. Oh man. I'm so gonna get poached by May's head. Just a second, man. Just a second, buddy. Nope. Okay, well, I don't get to touch the computer, I guess. I mean, it wasn't that long ago I saved. They're just like... Oh, good. It's Berfgransraum 2. Which I think is German for Berfgransroom 2. We have a few details we cannot seem to get right. Please try to remember, Fraulein. Remember, Fraulein. Remember, Fraulein. A pocket watch. A pocket watch. A pocket watch. Alright, so... We're petting the dog. He's got a red collar. Dude has wine glass in his right hand and is petting dog with left. Woman is holding up 3 fingers. Was that in the last script page? Was holding up 3 fingers? That feels familiar. There are, oh lord, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles? 5 total candles. There's 1 rose. He's got 2 forks and 2 knives. She's got 2 forks and 1 knife. So there are 4 forks and 3 knives. How's dog looking? Dog's happy. Happy dog. Doesn't seem like there's like a whole lot else. I mean, it feels like it's all about the table this time. Oh, she dropped a knife on the floor. That's why she only has 1 knife. So she's holding up 3 fingers because that's the number of non-soiled knives that we have left over. And there's like 2 sort of water glasses and 2 wine glasses. Hers is like half full. His is mostly full. I don't know, man. Do I remember? Yeah. Where was the dog sitting? On the man's left side. That matches our information, Fraulein. Here's a disembodied script page from Beyond the Stars. Hey, Uncle, welcome to the stream. You're just in time for a dramatic reading, sort of this script page we got from another world after being touched by Mazehead, which is a thing that's happening now. Interior hotel, dining hall night. The woman studies her host in the flickering candlelight. Piano music plays from the turntable. The woman takes a deep breath. Now, the maze I'm designing. I have very little information. Yes, the maze is in a sense metaphorical. In what way? I think that it is not something that should be put into words. You must find it yourself, within the maze. The woman makes a frustrated face. What is it for? The maze is for getting lost, Signorina. I could use some technical specifications. The OQ3 is... Signorina, we must remember the unfortunate hen who won the farmer's race. Tonight we eat and drink. They raise their glasses and drink. The woman glances at her host. You said we were alone, but I saw... The man interrupts. Yes! Rudy. The man snaps his finger. Rudy, a black Labrador, comes running into the room and trots over to the table. The man ruffles Rudy's fur. I like that best... What I like best about Labradors is their complete disregard for financial institutions. So Labradors are like the natural enemy of mermaids? No, I saw a man, a magician. The man stops petting Rudy. Signorina, that is great news. We cannot rely on technology alone. Now we have magic. Tell me more, please. He made this gesture. The woman covers her eyes with her right hand and raises her left hand, holding up 3 fingers. The man watches her seriously. Signorina, listen carefully. It is a greeting and a warning. I had a similar encounter years ago in the depths of Cineterzo Studios. Art can be very dangerous at times. The man stares out into space, and then he snaps back and smiles. But you need not worry about the magician or his brothers. Act as if he was never here. Yet. The man runs over to the turntable and puts on a cha-cha. He turns to the woman and bows. May I? What happened? Maze had touched our face, and we had a dissociative moment, and we had to answer a observational question to receive a script page that shouldn't exist. Let me go ahead and save. That's great. What are we at? 30-some%. That's cool. Okay. So where did I just come from in my panic? Downstairs? And then this way? I don't think there was anything else in this room, but my eyes were having a fit. So, yeah, crafting room looks like it's done. Although there's that lady. If I put something in her head, that'll probably open a new room. What is this? Well, it's from the other side, of course. Why would it not be? Oh, yeah, I suppose I always could count the number of turns in the maze on page 3. Do I have laser eyes yet? Yeah, I think they're at partial power, though. How you doing, Neko? This one is called Order. I don't, like, fully get this. This feels like there are multiple ways to interpret this. Alright, give me a second. A dog like all other dogs. $1957. I have to write that down because I have to like visually interpret it in a way that's stupid, I think. Maybe, possibly. Either that or it's like really obvious. Yeah, the number isn't written on the poster itself, so the fact that it's like arranged in a weird way doesn't feel like it's like super duper helpful. Be like 1, 2, 3, 4. See, like I kind of thought when I first looked at this that what I would need to do, that it would be like multiple posters and I would just have to take like the digit from different ones? Been feeling awful since New Year. Seeing family does that. It certainly can, Neko, but I'm sorry to hear that. Also sorry to hear that you need to get a tooth pulled. That sucks. I'm very sorry to hear that. Did you ever find a better dentist? Weren't you having like an impossible time like scheduling appointments with your dentist or something? This is just such a strange cipher, because like 1, 2, 3, 4 is just like the normal order. Oh, I think I get it. This makes more sense than what it feels like it implies, maybe. So the idea is that I'm taking 1957, which is the year that corresponds to the release of the film depicted in that poster. But then I'm meant to assign in that order 1, 9, 5, 7, but then enter them in the door in the order of the scramble. So it'd be like 5, 1, 7, 9. 5, 1, 7, 9. Still on the waiting list, 2+ years to go on that? But how is it determined that you need to have a tooth pulled if you haven't even gotten an appointment? Once you're in sufficient pain, you can get an emergency appointment with the NHS to get your tooth seen. That sucks. That sucks, Deco. I feel good about that one. I feel like the last like 6 puzzles in a row were all very embarrassing for me. Dear brother, forgive my dark words, but today my heart aches from the pain of living. Very relatable. I wish I was as easily pleased as the cretins taking pleasure in the grotesque pictures from my erythrotrope. Every crowd is the same. I fear that we are not the Knights of the Round Table, but rather a gathering of ugly children on a never-ending Easter egg hunt. These metaphors... I believe that what we seek is gone from the world, if it was ever here. Still, I will continue my journey to Redacted, as Brother Septimus commanded. It literally just has the year underlined, 1846. Does that mean there's, like, not even a puzzle here? Well, ain't that interesting. I think only that 1 changes the 1's digit. So that's probably fine. Yeah, okay. I don't have a 1600, right? Like, that's not one of them? Oh. Yeah, no, I do. I hope this one is 2, so I've done it in completely the wrong order. I'm slightly curious what triggers Mazehead to come touch my face. See, waited a good long while between, like, doing it right away and doing it a few minutes ago. It's fine, just save over the same one. Cool, let me load a file. Nope, let me load a file from disk. 5? Forest, I guess. Here we are, in the middle of nowhere. Hotel Letztes Jahr. This is it then. Found an American dollar hiding behind the map. Why would someone put it there? That's such a good question. This is very Twilight Zone-esque. It's a normal rock. My dad is so sweet. Historically, my family has liked to watch like some part of the Twilight Zone marathon that happens on New Year's Eve every year. But after the move, we find ourselves in a position where we just like don't have access to the Sci-Fi channel that does that. And so he like got like a 1-month subscription to a service that would let us like stream the Sci-Fi channel so that we could watch it. It was a very nice thing that he did. And he just did it very quietly and was like, yeah, I did that. It's like somebody dropped their hat. Oh good, it's a magician. Finally we meet. Forgive my primitive appearance, but I felt that this final message should be delivered in person. I take it you have received the messages from my brothers. Well, I mean, about that. We must hastily proceed to the message before we run out of memory. Now, sister, to verify that you are who you claim to be, I have 4 inquiries. That's bad. How did the first brother contact you? Nope. I need to leave. No, can I just, like, leave? All the answers are smoke signals. I don't want to accidentally cheat this. It turns out the first guy sent a carrier pigeon, and then everyone else sent smoke signals. Isn't that wild? Isn't that just crazy? Turns out doing them out of order is specifically bad. Did anything ever trigger you to touch Tech's face? Maybe May's head only touches yours when he needs $5 for ice cream or something. I don't know. Sometimes there was a reason, but usually there wasn't. So maybe there's just no reason why May's head wants to touch my face. I mean, obviously I can't do this yet if I don't want to cheat. I'm just trying to see if I can find another American dollar. Look at that. I found another American dollar. People should be better at holding on to their money. Well, yeah, but like it's to our benefit. We made it, old friend. I hope we make it back as well. Normal rock. Normal rock. Normal rock. Normal rock? Fraggle rock. Maze head, measure head, pyramid head fight. Ooh, that's an interesting matchup. I mean, Maze head has some like metaphysical stuff that he could use to beat the others, perhaps. I can't help but feel like Pyramid Head clears Measure Head, like, easily. Like, not particularly close. Like, I know he's, like, slow, but I feel like they both have the similar strength of strong guy, but Pyramid Head has a big sword and a giant pyramid head that, like... It's not exactly made of metal, because it's strongly implied to be a hat, but I mean, come on. Yeah, also Pyramid Head is relatively unkillable, which is a fair observation. Alright, we're gonna come back to this save file later, I guess. But hey, at least I found 2 American dollars. Let me save over this again. Okay. I don't think I can do anything with this keypad yet. Did do this and I open that one. There's like one safe. I did not. Is no one in there now? That's unsettling. Hey, an American dollar. It simultaneously feels like I should be able to do this, but also that I need another block and couldn't do it even if I figured out what was going on. I want to do 3. 3 sucks to look at and isn't fun. No, don't look at the cube-shaped hole. What is the least amount of turns needed to reach the X? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and then 20, we're at this juncture. I'm gonna write that down. 28 to 4. So this would be 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Not only is that higher than what I counted before, but I think I put that in out of stubbornness of assuming I might be off by 1. Okay. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. 44 is a smaller number. It's smaller than 44. See, this is it's just boring is all. I respect that there's like a skill to it, but again, like this is inherently trial and error. Of just like finding the one that is the least, but also in like the most tedious way I can imagine. Okay, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. 42 is an even smaller number. $42, that's the one. What a good and interesting use of time. Where does this actually take me to? No, wait, where does this take me to? What is this place? $1 American dollar. Sick. Bolted from the other side. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Boy, I really want that last... Psychically, it annoys me so much that I don't have the last cube. Hey, Keen, thanks for stopping by. I hope you've been enjoying Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I think I would like to finish this game. It's not, like, extremely long, but I don't also think we'd be able to finish it this weekend, so I think we'd be playing it a little while longer. What's the deal with this place? I don't think I ever, like, sorted this, did I? Phases of the moon. Somewhere. I had something about phases of the moon. Lunar phases of 1847. This. At some point I need that. But I don't think I have the corresponding reference to make sense of it. How many American dollars have I made now? We spent 1 and currently possess 28. Does anyone feel like going in the basement and getting everything possible out of that vending machine? Because I kind of do. I see 1 vote for yes and am easily swayed. Collect all 20. Notice to buy coffee and donuts. Wait, can we buy donuts? Clearly we could buy coffee. Which makes us have to pee or something? I don't know. I just haven't really been bothered to, like, manage that system. We got a thing. It's a clock radio, kind of? It's kind of a clock radio? Oh man, it doesn't even have me, like, facing the vending machine. Insert a dollar. I got a thing. It's 3 bears. I like that she, like, very delicately places them on a stand that's directly next to the vending machine. It's just such a peculiar thing. Hey, Happy New Year to you, Ice Bunny. Picture an egg. It's true. It's like an egg full of prizes. We got, several 3s and some 48s. I don't know what on earth that is. Right, that was the safe that I didn't open, right? It was the one that, like, kind of has letters on it, but not really. I got a UFO guy. I wonder what the best one is. I have enough money to get them all. I got a different radio, I think. Nico says she got some nice surprise games from friends for Christmas. That is nice. I thought it was good. I saw both my sister and my brother, which is somewhat rare, especially seeing my brother. And I went to 2 theme parks, which is also quite rare for me these days. I don't get out of the house much since COVID happened. Is Volvin better than your first capsule prize? Yeah, I think that's true. Ooh, Robber Frog. That's a very good one. I don't know, the number blocks is a confusing one. I'll say that. Theme parks for Christmas. Yeah, I went to Epcot like the day after Christmas and went to Legoland for the first time like a couple days before New Year's. I have feelings about Legoland, y'all. A little guy. That's pretty good. Neko, you weren't here for when we played Koromon, and I made a character who accidentally looked exactly like Dr. Robotnik, but then I gave him like a frog hat because I could, and because it reminded me of Disco Elysium. New Year's Eve was bittersweet. Oh, we got a little mustache guy. New Year's Eve was bittersweet. Family business closed. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Ice Bunny. Have things improved now that you, like, presumably don't have strong cause to, like, interact with your sister-in-law ever again? I got, like, a extremely miniature model of this hotel, I think? I've never been to Legoland. Are there Legolands outside of the US? This might be a stupid question. I only know of the 2. I never went to the one in California despite living there for over a decade. I would not... Oh, I got like the antagonist from Little Misfortune. Looks very much like that guy. Uh, there's one like in the Midwest. I didn't know that. I don't want to disparage Legoland. It's very, very, very heavily skewed towards young kids, like way more than I would have thought, which is fine because we went with my brother and his young kids. So, you know, we did stuff for them. But like when I say like very skewed towards them, I mean like not just like not a ton of thrill rides, which there are like roller coasters and stuff. I didn't end up going on them because we had a very limited amount of time. But like there aren't things reliably for families to go on or do together. I find this very bothersome. There's a Legoland in London. Man, I'm so behind the times on this. I didn't think there were that many Legolands. The OG and best Legoland is Billund, Denmark. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I probably should have assumed that. Although, isn't it true that, like, the Florida Legoland is the biggest one? I thought I had read that not that long ago. What sort of things are at Legoland? I mean, a lot of theme park type stuff you would think of. I mean, my favorite thing at Legoland in Florida is that they have this thing called, like, Mini City, which is just, like, a giant area of, like, Lego monuments and interesting things that were constructed, like points of interest around America. There's like a whole like replica of Las Vegas that was like cool as heck. It was so good. I like that a lot. I don't know, we were only there for like a few hours, truth be told, and the experience of waiting in every single line was horrific. I got Slenderman or something. Like, basically, every ride had low capacity and was handled, like, poorly. And so it'd take forever to get on anything, even if there wasn't much of a line. There were, like, little cars and boats that kids could drive. Those were a big hit with the kids. There was, like, a little, like, drop tower thing, like a similar to Tower of Terror kind of situation that I went on with my niece that she did not like at all. Let's see. There's some roller coasters there. We saw like one like Lego like mascot character, which was pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, like, it's just like, I don't know, like, I want to have a more interesting story about Legoland, but my main takeaway from Legoland was like, this is horribly optimized and doesn't keep in mind like children or families, yet is ostensibly designed entirely for very young children. I got like a smartphone with a quiz on it. That's cool, I guess. Quite boring at amusement parks because you're scared of roller coasters and falling in general. I mean, it's a limiting factor for sure, but there's usually a lot to do otherwise. I would not say that, like, if Legoland Florida is any indication of the experience you would have in London, for example, I wouldn't say that is a particularly good theme park for someone like you, because, like, a goat with a key, obviously. See, like, I love, like, simple dark rides and stuff. You know, like, going to, like, Disneyland or Disney World, just, like, riding some of those, like, stupid, like, fairy tale rides. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, that sounds like fun. There was just, like, a shocking lack of those things that weren't, like, maybe the best example of this is, like, we've been walking around for a while trying to find the kid drivable cars, which were, like, located like as far and inconveniently from the entrance basically as humanly possible. So it was like our entire goal was to do that. Basically, it was like the whole goal of the trip. We eventually got there, but along the way we were like looking for like a break from just like the walking and whatever, and so we like saw this little like safari ride where you would like drive like a little like there's just like a little self-driving car on a track, and it goes past some like Lego sculptures of like safari animals, and it's just like a safari themed thing, and you take your young kids on it, and it's like, look at the cool like Lego animals. They're not scary or anything. They're Lego. It's fun. It took like most of an hour to get on that ride. And all together, the group we were with was me, my parents, my brother, and his 2 kids. His wife had like a work thing she had to attend to. So, you know, that's 4 adults and 2 kids. And like the way the cars were set up was like they had 2 seats in them, but it turns out that they would only let 1 adult ride in one at a time. For like no reason I can think of. The last one is Navi from Ocarina of Time. I got a trophy. Exceptional collections of polystyrene. Hey, polystyrene! I think that's the thing those pirate ships I like are made out of. But so basically, like we waited like 50 some minutes to like get to the front of the line. My mom went on first with my niece, and then my brother with his son. I said that in the weirdest way possible. Which left my dad and I. And then like the ride operator was like, look, the ride's really short. Like by the time we like bring up more cars to load, like all your family's gonna be off the ride. So like you shouldn't ride it. And we're like, we just like waited like 50 minutes to do like a fun thing with our family. And he's like, yeah, but like look, in the time it's taking me to talk, like they're half done. Like they're like halfway through. Look, I can see them over there. And we're like, dude, we like stood in line. Like we paid admission to this park. We stood in line. We're like doing this as a family. Like chill out. And then he was like, look, you know, we have to like load 3 cars at a time. And like there's like people with like fast pass who are going to like cut ahead of you. So like it's going to take forever. It's going to take so long. And like at you know, at some point I say like, well, you know, like I appreciate your input, but like there's really no need for us to make a decision until like we see everyone get off the ride or whatever. And then he just like kept doubling down, and then like both my dad and I were just like so like irritated with his efforts to just like have us not ride the thing that we had like waited in line and had every reason to be able to legitimately ride. That like we were just like, nah, we're like definitely doing it now. Like for sure we're doing it now. And like, yeah, I mean, it didn't take a ton longer. It took like another couple minutes, and like, yeah, by the time we reached the end, they were off the ride, but like they had been waiting for like 2.5 minutes or something because it wasn't that long. It was just like, like we were all just like so irritated that this teenager was like trying to power trip and like tell us. And like, I think the idea is that he wanted like the throughput of the line to be faster for like the kids with their families to get on. And I do respect that. But at the same time, it's not our fault that there's this like restriction that's not obvious until you get to the very front of the line, that like 2 adults can't be in a 2-seat car together. Or that like the infrastructure of the park is so horrendous that like you would wait 50 minutes for like a do nothing ride, and then, you know, like still have to wait like an entire ride cycle for the rest of your party to be seated. Like it's so like poorly run. And like I just don't understand why there aren't more things that you can just like do normally as a family. Like, does Legoland cater to like single parents of single children or something? Like, why is it like that? Is it even possible to like get to a door over there? What would that connect to? Right? Accuse. Like, we waited legitimate, like we didn't cut or nothing. We just like waited a really long time. This guy's trying to tell us like, you shouldn't ride the ride. It's like, dude, it's not my fault that your ride sucks. This is your problem. I've dealt with my problem. It was the line. And my occasionally irritable niece and nephew, because being a child is hard and a park day comes with many challenges. I'm glad other people appreciate this. When my mom found out, because she was obviously like on the ride first and like didn't hear any of this, and afterwards she was like so like retroactively mad, like she would have like fought the guy. What is the deal with this? So, oh, there's no back button. There's never been a back button, Vasco. What does the letter say on this one? Ugh, 2347. How the shape of these buttons is so unhelpful. I mean, this shape is closest to a 2, right? I mean, I would not say anything here particularly looks like a 3, but in an obtuse way, I feel like this is closest. And H is sort of like a 4 with an extra bit on it. And then, I don't know, either one of these could arguably be a 7. I think rotationally speaking, this is closer. Be really funny if that worked. Look at it easier. I don't think I can do that. I mean, I already tried like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this didn't work. Is it Tetris-y? I guess they're incremental, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. What would 7 be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7? It's number of Tetris components. I still need one more disc after this, and then I can go see the wizard. The blunderous Wizard of Hat. I don't know why I always go to the same computer. This computer is like equally far away. Hey, did anyone see Wicked for Christmas? I mean, I saw it like around Thanksgiving. I've heard like weirdly mixed things. I thought it was really good. Some people seem to really strongly hate it. Some people probably like it even more than I do. I think life is a spectrum or something. I don't know. I liked it a lot. My parents and I all agreed it was like the most immersive movie that we had seen in a long time. Despite the fact that it is quite long. Apparently, my sister-in-law, I think is how that works, took my niece to see it, which was surprising to me because I am shocked that my niece could sit through that movie. It's very long. My bags are packed. I have a strange feeling about this project. I feel a little anxious. I should relax a little before I go. Now, this is probably a puzzle or something, huh? TV doesn't have a switch. That's neat. Let me find some American dollars. It's the letter from him. As discussed, I am expecting your arrival at Hotel Letztes Jahr on January 7th next year. That's Tuesday. This project is my magnum opus, mother goose of all birds. It's my firm belief that you can help me transcend the limitation of art for humans. You'll put on a show for the eyes of the cosmos. That's literally the letter I got IRL. Ab emo pectore. I think that's, isn't that the guy from Zatch Bell? I've said it before, but I wanted to see the stage play for a long time because my drama friends always raved about it. It and Cats. Well, I've never seen a stage play of either, but Cats Cats the movie was not good. It wasn't good. We've talked about this. I would not call Cats the movie musical good. I will, however, die on the hill that it is watchable solely because of Idris Elba as McCavity. That's a great performance. Long means extra snacks and soda. Yep. It does have that going for it. It's my understanding that the Legoland in London is mostly themed around castles, dragons, and mythical creatures. I mean, there is a really cool looking coaster that's like themed around a medieval castle with like a dragon-shaped car in Legoland, Florida. But my niece and nephew were both disinterested in it, and we were, catering to them. So I did not go on it. But that did look pretty cool. There's also, I think this is in Legoland, Florida. There was an area that was like shut down for maintenance right by the entrance of the park that had some name that like referred to some sort of watery voyage thing. So I think the thing that I was excited to see maybe was just like down for maintenance, but like there's some sort of like underwater submarine Lego trip thing. It may just be in like other Legoland parks or something, but like I think it just like wasn't available in Florida, and I was a little sad about that. Movie adaptation of Cats is a known train wreck. Yeah, but like I don't know. I have friends who have seen the stage musical of Cats, and when I compared notes with them, they were sort of like, no, that's kind of like what Cats is. I mean, they probably made it worse, but like I still don't think Cats is a very good concept. Cats is the movie that made Claudia cry in her car. It was so bad. That's fascinating. Was it that she wanted it to be good? Why were her emotions so powerful? It's weekend again. The days off at the start of the year messed up my feeling of time. Oh my god, same, Ice Bunny. Completely same. It's very weird that I'm streaming right now. Not sure I've ever cried due to a movie being bad. Neko, I can say that I have not, and I've seen many bad movies. Okay, hold on. Let's inspect paintings. Logo I made for my favorite cafe. Taken from a movie I saw. Empty frame. That's weird. Drawing I made of my father. I used a new technique incorporating only triangles and lines. I think I can use this method with computers once they get more powerful. Drawing I made of a man from my dreams. Half his face is outside the frame. A naive painting by my aunt. It looks like some kind of beast. I miss her. One of my dream collages. Postcard depicting the hotel Letztes Jahr. Why do you have that already? Found an American dollar behind the cushion. How'd it get there? Idiot. Many good times have been had on the sofa. Well, there are many ways to interpret that. Inspect drawers. Things that I want to throw out. There are books in here. Porcelain given to me upon moving. Vases and bottles. Important papers. Cocktail glasses? That feels like a weird place for that. Prototype for my Verschlossen Erinnerungen exhibition. Black novelty-sized chestnut, which I keep around for one reason or another. It's an American dollar hidden behind the manuals. Get wrecked. I think I missed one in the first one I was in, because I found two in every other one since. Decorative bowl. Not so decorative, to be honest. It was a gift from Stina. It's a normal name. Abstract piece. Oh, plug in the TV. Unplug the TV as a safety measure. What are you doing with your TV? I like this lamp. Do you really like it, or are you just saying that? Alright, let's try the TV now. Boop. That's unsettling. It's a talk show in Swedish. The host, Halland, is popular here. The Entomologist's Dream? That's one of the movies in my mind palace. It's probably about cutting out your own eyes or something. There's a magic show on. It's not particularly interesting. But the magician has an undeniably magnetic charm which draws you in. Sister, I have a message for your future self. Okay, hold on. The order of these matters. This is... Disc 1. TV. Disc 2. I don't remember. Disc 3. Unclear. Disc 4. I don't know. No, wait. I got disc 4 first, and that was the gas station, and that was by telephone. And then I got disc 3, which was driving, which was by radio. And I don't have disc 2, but once I get that, I should be able to form Exodia or Voltron or something. Magic Roundabout movie was a travesty. So was the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy film. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy film was definitely divergent from the source material. I thought it was fine for what it was doing, but it wasn't as good as the book. Sister, I have a message for your future self. I am made of paper. From my hat there are cards. There is a red rune. This is the ancient rune E. I mean, this has to be with those puzzles I put together, right? Like... It's a film about the First World War. It's a quiz show. Each contestant is shot with a toy gun if they lose. Seems to be a film about someone sailing the seas. I should go soon, but I need to relax a little. Alright, I think I'm good here. Confirm leave. Confirm save. Let me get over there. I'm gonna take a look at this, like, drain again, but I'm fairly certain nothing has changed that would, allow me to get that last block I want. It doesn't even have, like, an interaction point, which is what feels weird about it. Oh, my temperature has decreased. Does it really just change by location? I wonder if and why that's relevant. I have to, like, carry around, like, a meltable item, like a 1990 Sierra game or something. These are both locked, right? Why are there so many shortcuts in this place? I'm just gonna jump down his hole again. So I open the shortcut door here, but it doesn't do anything. Oh, these are so annoying because it feels like... No, that's not an M. That one's a W. I guess. Shape is off. I have W, don't I? Oh, it would be good to get rid of W. Most of the letters on this thing are garbage. Is W not on this one? Oh. Aren't I the fool? A-U-Y-B-Z-O. Oh! I thought I had W for some reason. Yeah. That's closer. I got a thing. So this is Bellum. Is there some reason, though... Is there something that manages to be more of a backwards B than a backwards B? I can't do this one because it requires a J. Here's a stupid thought. This cross is an unusual shape. It's not a T, it's more like a Y. Alright, I feel good about that one because I felt like I had no clues there. Classic crucifix key. No earthly idea what to do with that. Just put tampons and everything. It's gotta work eventually. Saw the new Wallace and Gromit at Christmas. Wait, is that out? I thought that was like a future thing. Is that like in theaters? It's supposed to be the last thing they'll ever make due to running out of clay. Really? I mean, I heard about them, like, exhausting the clay supply. I don't think I had heard that that was going to be their final project. Wait, aren't they... Isn't that company working on a Pokemon thing now? I thought they confirmed that, like, a few months ago. Moors. Yeah, it's probably E as the M, right? Because it's so, like, harsh and blocky. Alright, I'm understanding this now, mostly, kind of, a little bit. I know I probably need J for Fames. That still leaves me with this. So, all I have is... Is it... Yeah, it's all lowercase, right? So backwards and lowercase? Okay. Okay. I do, however, need that... I need the J. I need that J so bad. It's better if you've seen the classics, Grand Day Out and The Wrong Trousers. I mean, of course I have. They're amazing. I still remember seeing them, like, projected on, like, a low-rent, like, movie screen at a local, well, it's a chain restaurant, but a restaurant called Ground Round, like 1,000 years ago. And there was no sound on the first time I saw it, and I was just like, what is this? It's amazing. And then I eventually saw all of them and was like, these are amazing. They're even better with sound. Which is not the case with another thing that I saw without sound the first time, which was Lidsville. I was like, what is this mystifying madness? And then I watched it, like, this is horrible. What the heck is the... I have all this crap. I have so much crap in my inventory. I've used, like, so little of this. I've used, like, my car key and money. And the discs, I guess. I mean, I could give that guy page 2 of the script, but nothing happened when I gave him the first one. Most people only know Wallace and Gromit through Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Is that really true? I also know that they made a Telltale game of them that I like didn't feel like I could spend the money on after buying all the Sam Max games in college, because I think it came out, maybe it was like right after college when I was like super crazy broke. I think I own that on Steam now. We could do that sometime soon. So I have 3 coins and crucifix key and a crank. I don't think I used the dead woman's key. Shift like the number 1847. Oh no, I definitely did use that. That's how I got into the room with the maze. I still haven't really figured out anything that would let me open that door in the middle of the maze, so I can use all 9 of these things. Crucifix key. A layer of dirt and rust has been scrubbed off and reveals a shinier surface with an engraving reading 3. Crucifix-shaped keys of this size were common for sacred places like cemeteries in the 15 through 1800s. The key is at least 200 to 300 years old. The engraving is the Roman numeral 3, which could either represent the Holy Trinity or be an allusion to the third eye, which is often confused with the third eye of Providence, even though their meanings differ wildly. Also known for Shaun the Sheep. Hades and Haggis thought Wallace and Gromit was a spin-off of the American cartoon classic Shaun the Sheep. That's embarrassing for mostly everyone involved. I mean, have page 2, I guess. I don't really care. I assume giving him those... here, Neko, just for you. Is that not how that works? I thought I was just supposed to put money in the espresso machine. Alright, never mind. Guess I'll just die of thirst then. Oh, I don't know what to do in this room at all. Still haven't gotten any smarter. 1 Nate. Alright, hold on. Let me clear this, like, shortcut 3 maze thing. Let me clear the soothsayer maze thing. Pretty sure we're done with that. I'm gonna clear this. I don't need that. Don't need this. Alright, the debug room. One and two. No, I'm just stupid. Later. Okay. Later is a great hint for this room that I don't want to be in. Recent age thing. Group was I mean, like, I think obviously being British means you're more likely to have, like, experienced Wallace and Gromit in, I don't know, more traditional fashion, we'll call it. Like, most of my favorite musicians are from the UK. So, you know, I've kind of always had, like, a fascination with British culture. But, yeah, I think I'm an atypical case for an American. Speaking of, the concert I got my parents' tickets for Christmas is a Kylie Minogue concert coming to Orlando in April, which is very exciting because we're really paring down the list of artists that I would, like, strongly want to see perform who I never thought I'd be able to see, because they're all just, like, coming to places nearby. I just need, like, late night alumni to tour again, and then I'm not even sure who else is on the list. I would, like, super much love to complete the Red Maze, but that's just, it's not happening right now. I need to solve, like, three-digit Greek letter puzzles, and I have, like, 0 insight to that right now. Did I do this, whatever this is? Yeah, I did that. I mean, Timmy Time is a spinoff of Shaun the Sheep. It keeps going. I'm going to be a Gen Z kid who thinks Wallace and Gromit is an American spinoff to Timmy Time. I don't know what Timmy Time is. Offer another hint. Give it... Ah, jeez. Maybe we should even just, like, end the stream soonish. I don't know. There's, like, a shortcut somewhere. 16 that I still haven't done. Is there, like, a knife over here? Whatever, that's fine. This is fine. I like the relatively open nature of being able to solve puzzles in this game. However, when you don't know the next thing to do, you can definitely be a little lost. Timmy is Sean's baby brother in a sheepling daycare. I've never heard of such a thing. That's fascinating. I mean, what was 16? Notes, no. Books, 16. It's as cute as Bluey. I never thought I should like a kid show as much as Bluey. Well, it's funny you should say that because I've suddenly become much more versed in Bluey. My niece and nephew are big on Bluey, and I'd seen 0 minutes of Bluey, and now I've seen like 12 episodes or something. Don't overthink these. I mean, I'm not sure that's really possible. The problem here is that like the not overthink version of this makes the puzzle not make any sense. Cause like, I don't know, this game did suggest you should know Roman numerals. It's an L50, but then like why would 5 plus 50 be 135? It feels like this is like inherently some kind of trick. I don't know a way to do this that's not overthinking this. The thing is because the factory that makes the clay for Aardman shut down in 2023. They bought enough clay for one last Wallace and Gromit, hoping they can find a new supplier. Sucks that there's only one. Everyone loves Blue. I've only seen one episode, but it seemed sweet. Yeah, it does seem like everyone loves Bluey. I've heard a few detractors, but I think it's about like specific episodes and not the great concept. What else can that be? The Roman numeral, the L. I mean, I know the answer has to be a number between 1 and 99. So, like, it's not just like interpreting this as like a spelling contest. Train noises. Do you hear the train noises? It is required for any train themed party. Ting ting. Yeah, I would say that from what I've seen, Bluey is pretty emotionally mature. I've definitely seen a few good episodes on that subject. Are there train noises? That sounds like a no. I feel like the answer to that question is no, which is fine. That's kind of working as intended. Sometimes it feels like it's coming through to the mixer, though. I don't know. Every time I look at this thing, Demolition acts like I'm the dumbest person on earth. I'm like, I just don't think it's obvious. That bandit said something like he feels fat, needs to lose some weight. And America Wokes got up in their knickers, up at the crack about it. That's quite the sentence. One of the things I had heard was like that like I think it's the kids would sometimes be like really mean to the dad and the show wouldn't act like that was like abnormal, like it was like totally cool for the kids to be mean to the dad. Don't have a red rose. I do have a tampon. Is that what you wanted? Let's see. So the laser eyes are just like always a reaction to magic then? Hang on. Just like an American dollar hiding in a weird spot. Mine now. Is there some other place I can go that I haven't been that does some... Oh, hang on. Hello, nurse. Crucifix key. Get wrecked. Hold on. Increase my wealth. Inscription reads 1924 to 1963. There's a hole in which something can be inserted. Like a tampon? Shocking. 1807 to 1847. Also has a hole. Is it like a crank hole? Inscription reads 1932 to 2014. I don't know, tampon again? Is tampon an object you can use to interact with everything in this game? Has it solved the puzzle? No, it hasn't. I genuinely don't know if it will. I don't know. Like, I sort of like the implication of, like, a quasi-adventure game style situation where, like, you have to just, like, MacGyver your way through video game problems with, like, whatever's, like, literally in your purse at the start of the day. Like, that sounds like... That's kind of like... It's a little like the movie Paycheck, which I'm a big fan of, but it's not a good movie, but I like it a lot because I'm the target audience for it. Inscription circles the triquitra. Hey, I've like never seen someone write that word out before, and I know what that means because they talk about it on Charmed, and that's the only thing I know it from. Second and last, the youngest to pass. Third and fourth, one who met fate after 40 years. Third and fourth? First and fifth, she who lived in 2 centuries. Okay. If I had the item that worked on those tombstones, I think this would be actionable. Because I would do the 2014 woman, then I think the middle one is like the youngest or whatever. It'd basically be like left, middle, right, right, left, middle. Yeah, that seems right. For purses only tampons you feel sorry for. What else do we have at the start of the day? Our car keys, and I don't think we started with the Game Boy. So yeah, I think we had car keys and tampons. Your bag is built for an adventure game full of seemingly useless objects you carry around at all times in case of emergencies. That's also true of my mom. However, there are certain like events and places where it is like frowned upon to like have an enormous bag, which causes issues. She will sometimes like take a dilution, like a smaller concentration of her adventure game items into like a smaller purse for like the theme park days, but like normally security still like hassles her tremendously about it. Can I use like the car key on the trunk? Is that something I can do? I guess not, because that's not how stuff works. It's too late to go back. The site has been erected by the National Heritage Board, blah, blah. Look, I'm gonna be honest. This doesn't look like a puzzle. I'm not gonna read all that. I'm happy for you, or I'm sorry that happened, but that's your problem to deal with. You liked Paycheck? I'm a big fan of Paycheck. It's like Adventure Game the movie. And it has like the weird predestined computer thing that also appeals to my interests. I'll use this ladder. Approaching, kind of thought that might be like an American dollar. I just don't know. The next thing to do... Oh man, I forgot there's like all this goofy crap on the outside of the building. It's like that lever up there on the balcony and like a collapsed ladder. It has to be accessed from above. How would I get there? Like, I feel like... Don't I have a key I haven't used? I have the E key, which I feel like that's just like a later thing in the game. Next one, he says, you can't imagine how often I have to tell woke people who want me to say I'm not fat that I'm fat. But I have only fits in plus-size clothes. It's not skinny. I either say Australian greeting every American auto mod. It's soap my mouth for saying. So I take it you have strong feelings on the subject, and that's fair. I mean, it's one of the tricks about so-called wokeness. It's just that, like, there are cases where someone just, like, prefers a term that, like, other people would tell you not to use. It's like, well, you should kind of be respectful of the actual person you're dealing with rather than, like, the abstract concept of what you think would make them happy, right? So I can't do this. I have to, like, unlock that by descending the snake eater ladder or whatever. It's the wash closet. This is where I got the architect stuff, and I saw that there. This is locked. And we had, oh, an American dollar. And, oh, I didn't do this one. Cool, I guess. Lorenzo the Great, he is this. I think this is like top? Top-ish? Top-esque? This is very top? No chains can hold. Lorenzo the Dees. Yeah, that text looks like it wraps around to there. Something's still off. Legs. Yeah, that should be right. Now, what to do with these things? They might be connected to the floppy disk memories. The Life and Times of Lorelei Vice. Pages are torn out. Very helpful. Most of the book is covered in red paint, but a few pages and paragraphs are still readable. Given the recurring themes of gambling, Nero's comment about cards in a 1960s interview in Technic and Photograph comes as no surprise. There is magic in cards. Ah, spoken like a true duelist. My childhood friend Gino could do things with cards I've never seen since. He was good with tricks. Little Gino, Il Bruto, a horrible gambler. Never realized that in order to win, you have to cheat. He was a simple boy who relied on luck. The game is rigged. Cheating is part of the game. Nicole always had a hold on Nero. From his scrapbooks and indeed his work, which often included elements like crystal gazing, tarots, and such. When I read this, feels kind of familiar. Asterisk in his historical spectacles. The apparatus was too big. Holiness of the creative control is a recurring theme. As time passed, his opinion would swing, and he instead regarded being out of control as the only viable way to create art. Surrendering to the ether. Nero calls it another manifest. Nero's time it's whatever. I'll add that to my mind palace. It doesn't actually feel particularly relevant. I think it's like flavor text. I look at all these books. Look at that one. Yeah, I mean, you can curse at Chat Ice Bunny. That's fine. I mean, Automod might catch something just because I haven't tweak those settings or whatever, but I try not to curse to make my stuff accessible to people, but I don't know, I haven't really made any effort to like police chat in that regard as long as people are being respectful. Oh, Strapogrammatics. I guess that's supposed to be a hint for that, like, upside down poster. I kind of thought something more interesting might happen. Eventually. Over here. Ooh. I didn't do this one. Ace of Hearts backwards. Hearts backwards. 2591. It's a little annoying how many of these there are when they're so annoying to manipulate. January 6th, 1847. Dear brother, I have arrived at Redacted. Yesterday it is decayed, dark, and much too large for the Baronin herself. Should I know what that is? Your prophecy was, as expected, correct. She is an artist born on these very grounds. I have yet to gain her trust, but I sense an inexplicable bond between us. I think she knows what I'm searching for, as is expected. How could one live for 40 years on sacred grounds without knowing? 1807? Because I learned my lesson from last time. Ah, shard. What is am looking at? Digital thing? Worm shower is a German insult. Why? Wait a minute. Oh, I see. So you make a shape pressing as many buttons as you want, and then enter to lock it in. These are some extremely esoteric locking mechanisms. 1807. I don't like this. It's very obtuse. Like, it feels like there should be like digital number elements, but I don't think that's what's going on here, because the shapes are like irregular and inconsistent. Like, some of them feel like they're exactly like this feels like really similar to this. Like, I understand some nuance in the ones in between, but like top and bottom, they look very similar. What? This sucks. This has got to be the worst one. I don't like this one at all. Of course, it's from the other side. Time to high-five the sky, buddy. See if I can save before he touches my face. Definitely not. Not at the way I'm going. Yeah. Be over there. Yeah, I don't think he likes it when I try to save in the same room as him. I tell you what. Hey, it's Berggrensgrom 3! Are there 9 of these? I feel like there should be 9 of them if there's 9 maze components. We have a few details we can't seem to get right. Try to remember, Fraulein. Oh, man. I talk sometimes about the Glass Cannon podcast. They're like a tabletop gaming group that have grown over the years. One of their stories is the sort of like globe-trotting adventure set in like the 1930s, I think, and it sort of encourages players to like make characters from all across the world. And one of the players chose to be like a German artist, but like really doesn't know German. And when I say really doesn't know German, I mean someone casually tried to interact with her character by calling her Fraulein, and she's like, "Why would you call me Fraulein? I'm not upset." And like it wasn't a joke. Okay. So outside there's definitely like a woman polka slash leading her way out the window. So I guess all these things that we're seeing are things that really happened as a means to set up what's going on now, which is why there's like a dead woman surrounded by mystical red glass outside. I don't think she was holding a rose though, or I could use that to like start a magic show or something. I don't know if the number of glass shards is something that's relevant. Okay. So we've got like a little desk here with like a teacup and a book and a Ben Stein lamp. And there's like a corner lamp and a chair. There's the books feel like they're relevant. There's like 2 books on the floor, a book on the side table. She's holding a book in her right hand. Her left hand is empty. There's a drawer, like a weird drawer with 3 wine bottles and 2 wine glasses. That's what that appears to be. There's a key. There's another wine bottle sort of thing on the top shelf. It's like 4 vases. 5, like a lot of books. I don't know how specific we're going to get with the book-related questions. A red rug. We got like 2 wall sconces. One of them is a bit askew. It's much shorter than the other 3 candles. 1 short, 3 tall. Chandelier. I don't think they would ask me this, but how many candles is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 8 candles. So 8 candles up top, 4 on the wall, one of them short. Oh, hang on, there's like a list over here. No, it's like the script page, I guess. Two books on the floor. There's a clock next to a key. The dog is watching the woman fall. Oh, I don't think they want to count glass shards, but I'll try it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh Lord, 1, 2. No, there's one up there. It's not quite in frame, but it's there. It's like 1, 2, 3 at the top, then like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it's 11 red shards. This one feels harder than the others. Do you remember? Yeah, I'm good. What was outside the window? A falling person in a dress holding a rose. I gotta tell you that I was expecting a much harder question. That matches our information, Fraulein. Interior hotel, the library, 2nd floor night. The woman walks around among the shelves. Let us sum up what we know, Rudy. We are designing a maze for a project that will transcend the human experience of art. And it's a metaphor that I have to discover. Rudy wags his tail. The woman takes a dictionary from a shelf, reading aloud. Maze, a complicated irregular network of passages or paths in which it is difficult to find one's way. Rudy barks and walks to the window. Rudy snarls. What is it, Rudy? The woman walks over to him. Rudy whimpers from fear. All of a sudden, a falling body passes the window. The woman gasps. On the ground below is a dead body. It's also shorter than the other ones. Untouch my face. I feel like we're making good progress, and yet I feel like we're not as far as I would expect us to be. Although, granted, we've really only done like one stream worth of progress before this, but that still sort of suggests each one is about... Each like 3-ish hour stream would be like the sixth of the game. It's a little longer than I expected. I really don't know what to do. And I think that's like tomorrow's problem. Hello, it's me, Big Vasco. I think I'm gonna call it there, but we'll pick this up tomorrow. For those of you who will be here tomorrow. Just gonna casually mute the game, even though it's fairly quiet. But yeah, I mean, I continue to enjoy this. I mean, like, there's... With all heavily puzzle-based games, you run, like, a pretty big risk that, like, some number of things will be at least a little annoying. But, like, that's... I mean, I think that's... We're at or above par for that, I think. Yeah, I really don't know what to do with that mechanism that we just found. The weird, like... Just, like, lots of strange dots and dashes that don't look like Morse code or anything. Yeah, I don't know. I like this. I think people are into it. It's a little weird to go in and out of, but I know a couple people have done that and are just sort of like, laser eyes. Sure, why not? But like, I don't know. I think it's interesting and it's quirky, and I don't know, the occasional rough localizations I think actually add quite a lot of character to it, rather than like, I mean, they still stand out, but they don't feel like a detriment, if that makes sense. Anyway, the stream has come almost to an end. That means that there's time for one final thing, and that is to locate a secret Squirtle. Somewhere in this room is a secret Squirtle. Don't be fooled if you can see this Squirtle. He's not a secret, but perhaps he's hiding a Squirtle. Or any number of other friends could be hiding Squirtles themselves. Why would I seek a Squirtle this way, you ask? Well, of course, I will oblige. If you find a secret Squirtle, it's said to be an omen of good luck for you in the coming days. And what better way is there to kick off a new year than to find a Squirtle and obtain such good luck for yourself? So yeah, you take a look, you figure that out, you place your guesses, and we'll seek those Squirtles together. See some good guesses. Demolition, I assume that's a Pikachu guess. Christmas Bunny. Have you seen the Christmas Bunny, Ice Bunny? This was a relatively recent acquisition. It's a Squishmallow Cinnamoroll, who I am informed is supposed to be a dog, but like we all know it's actually a bunny. We just know that. What was your favorite Squishmallow calendar in the Advent? It's an interesting question, Echo. I still have the box here. Most of them are over there on the couch where you can't see them. I think the best one is the reindeer with earmuffs. But Cat with Christmas Scarf and Santa Octopus and Hot Chocolate are also extremely good. And many others are also quite good, but I think those would be some of my top picks. I have the hot chocolate here. I just set it aside because he's cute. He's just so happy. Haven't seen the cat with the scarf. I think he's over there. Cinnamoroll is a bunny. Pom Pom Pori is a dog. I mean, to be honest, I think there are multiple dogs and cats because they're common animals among the Sanrio pantheon. Is that a thing? Look, I listen. I think we all understand that Cinnamoroll is a bunny, whether Sanrio likes it or not. I mean, Sanrio also wants us to believe that Hello Kitty isn't a cat, but is a British schoolgirl, and no number of times of them saying that will make sense of that to me. No, Neko, you're missing the point. The point isn't literal. The point is, look at it. It's a bunny. That's the whole point. That's the point. It's not literal. Okay. Let's see. Well, I guess we'll start here. The topic of discussion. It's Santa Marole. It's Cinnamoroll, who is also Santa Claus. Santa Marole conceals handsome Benjamin the Fox. Not a Squirtle this time. If there's one fault with Benjamin, who is very handsome, it's that he does not sit upright at all ever under any circumstance. It is a bit of a shame. Demolition had made the first guess. Perhaps Pikachu is hiding a Squirtle, and oh, look at that! Look what we have there. Does that look like a very big Squirtle under Octohat, who could also be a hat? I think Castle had guessed Squidbeard may be hiding a Squirtle, and indeed, on this occasion, he does. And I think Neko was the one who made a rather cheeky guess that this Squirtle that you can see might also be hiding a Squirtle. And in fact, though it is rarely the case, that is in fact true here. But there's a particular reason why I've chosen to do that on this occasion, which is, if you remove any Pokemon from this top shelf, it will also reveal a smaller copy of that Pokemon. The Mew does not want to sit up. She's a little uneven. It's fine. I'll set them aside. Well, Mew doesn't want to sit up, does she? Not at all. Not even a little. Let's see if I can find... Here she is. Just because Neko was asking about the little cat from the Squishmallow Advent Calendar, it looks like this. It's very cute. It has like a wintry snow scarf, but it's green. I like it. It is very good, isn't it? I like these new friends as well. They're like a good combination of soft and firm. And I had actually had a conversation with my mom like months ago, being like, "Oh, they have these like cute little soda pop characters. I don't know why they're called soda pop Pokemon plush, but that's what they call them." And I was like, "Oh, I kind of want them, but I don't want to spend money on them." And she's like, "Which ones would you get if you were going to get them?" And I listed like a few of them. And then she got me even more because she's like, "Well, I know that you thought they were too expensive, but you could not have like Eevee, who was like my like fifth choice. I have some more. We'll maybe debut them tomorrow." But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I know I am. I keep feeling like we'll never make more progress, and then we figure something out. It's fun. I'm liking it. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon. Whether that's tomorrow for more Lorelei and the Laser Eyes or sometime later in the year, remember to take care of yourselves and that you are clawsome.